The Terrorisk podcast. We were just talking about staying young forever by listening to the Black Eyed Peas.
We were just sharing the secret to eternal youth.
Yeah, listen to the Black Eyed Peas.
Because if you listen to music from your youth, you'll never age.
Oh my god, I hated music from my youth.
Some of it's grown on me since goddamn. I have I hated a lot of it at the time, but since it's not is in my face anymore, I like some more of it, or I tolerate more of it.
Like Backstreet Boys.
Oh, that's just fantastic.
And NSYNC.
Fucking what's my favorite Backstreet Boys song?
That's not our generation's music though.
Sure it is.
We were too young for that.
No,
our generation's music.
My buddy owns that album. I remember that was our generation.
Nah, man,
we were too young to realize what good music was, but that was our generation.
Our generation's music was like Eminem killing his wife or something. You know, like rapping about shoving a woman in the trunk.
He never killed his wife. He rapped about his ex-wife being mean to him.
Yeah, and then he shoves a woman in a trunk about it. That was our music. That's our generation. And also 50 Cent in G Unit, that was our generation's music.
Yeah, early 2000s, late 90s.
And then once
97's the first Backstreet album.
And then once we were done being kids, that's when weird music came out, like Shakira's Hips Don't Lie and Pussycat Dolls, like.
No, they were before that.
What?
Pussycat Dolls? They were late 90s, I feel like.
No. When that song with Snoop Dogg came out, don't be mad, don't be mean. Dun, 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 dun.
I think I know what song it is.
Shit.
No, don't play it.
I'm not gonna play it, but
good,
we still gotta know which one it is. Dun, 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 dun. Promiscuous Girl. Oh. Promiscuous Girl.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
You're teasing me. You know what I want because
and I got what you need. No,
yeah.
That's not Pussycat Dolls. Who is
Nelly
that?
Furtado.
Yes.
Nelly Furtado sang Promiscuous Girl.
Yeah.
The last
Pussycat Dolls is like an alternative band, I think.
No, Pussycat Dolls was a dance. Was a pop. Yeah.
I don't think so.
You're thinking of Goo Goo Dolls or something.
Yeah, I think I am actually. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Pussycat.
Who the fuck are the Pussycat Dolls?
The Pussycat Dolls.
I don't know who this is.
Look up them in.
Don't you? Oh wait, is that
Don't you? Yeah.
Don't you? That's a good fucking song.
Don't you wish your girlfriend?
That's a really. I've always liked that.
Like
I've always liked that song.
Don't you? And that's Pussycat Dolls.
Don't you? Yeah.
With Snoop
I
Dogg.
had no idea.
Yeah. And that was also
That's
the time with Nelly Furtado with the other song that we were just talking about, and then that was also the time of Omarion. I got an icebox where my heart used to be.
That I can't think of.
I'm so cool. You don't remember Icebox with Omarion?
No.
Oh shit.
Is that late 2000s?
It was R&B. It was when R&B was still a thing.
That's early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So R&B was big. My
No, it was like mid 2000s. It was between like 2005 and 2010.
My grandmother liked I don't remember which song it was, but she liked one Boys to Men song, and she made me find the album for her once. But she would just listen to the one song.
Your mom made you do that?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother.
Yeah, which is even funnier. Like, cause she had like her car at the time, she had a nice car, so her car could hold like 8 CDs at once.
Yeah, I've seen those before.
Yeah, like you have to go in the trunk, you'd load it up in the trunk.
Yeah, but they skip. That's the only.
Well, yeah, they all get ruined. Yeah, they're it's terrible. What a terrible time to be alive.
Yeah, but the cars are nice.
Cars are great. But yeah, like you can hear it like scratching like as it's shifted over to a different disc.
Yeah, my grandma's M3 was like that. Like she had like a 6 CD.
Yeah, I mean that used to be a big sell. This fucking car could hold fucking 12 CDs.
Until Steve Jobs ruined that whole hustle by saying like, "I'm gonna put $1,000 songs in your pocket," and you're like, "What? No, you're not, Steve Jobs. You're fucking crazy." And then he comes out with this what was it called? An iPod? No, not. Yeah, it was the iPod.
Yes, it was.
But then after that, he came out with the iPod Touch, which was like another game changer.
Touch?
Yeah, it was like an iPhone without the phone.
I think it was after the iPhone. No.
No, the iPod Touch
Okay.
was right before the iPhone.
Okay, yeah, I remember. I thought iPods always had the
Touchscreen?
Well, for no, not a touchscreen.
No,
It
it
had
was
the
the
wheel.
jog wheel. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the
wheel.
best thing
I
ever.
love that wheel. That was
the best thing ever.
the last Apple product I ever owned was an iPod Nano.
Yeah, with
was
the
a
jog
slightly-
wheel.
Yeah, I love that.
You
wheel.
mean the vertical sized Nano, not
No,
like the little square.
No, the square. That's what I had. It's the
Oh, little
last
square.
Apple product.
No,
yeah.
but you ever see the iPod Nanos that were like long, but
the
still,
one without the screen.
they were like the size of a Pez dispenser.
one
It had a screen.
No, there was one without a screen.
But there was the first iPod Nano had a screen, and then they made it without a screen, and that was a true iPod Nano.
I had the square. That's all I remember.
Yeah, it's the iPod Nano I had.
Right? Yeah. It was like I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
there
like
was
that.
there was the
it like that.
original. Yeah.
I remember that.
That shit was sick.
Well, you couldn't like. All it did was like go left or right. Like I think it paused.
but it was still fucking sick.
Sure, it did. There was a thing. I remember my first car. I had a CD holder for my CDs because my car held. I mean, my first car was a fucking
BMW.
Was an '85 BMW.
That was awesome. That was an awesome car.
Yeah.
I crashed that shit.
Yes, you
Well,
hit it.
I
You
just
hit it.
I
you
hit
it,
another
you hit
car.
It, you
I
hit a
didn't
parked
crash.
car. You hit a parked car.
I didn't crash.
No, you didn't crash it, but you hit a parked
I hit
car.
a parked car. Yeah.
Which
I didn't break the car though.
no, not at all. You were going too goddamn slow.
Someone else broke the car.
That was the guy that T-boned me. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. It was right in front of your apartment. Time. I don't remember if you were still living there or not.
Everyone's got to get T-boned at least once in their life.
Yeah, that was my T-bone.
Yeah.
And that was that.
If you're not getting T-boned, you're not living life.
It's T-bone or be T-boned out there.
That's what a wife would say, a housewife. She's like, if you're not getting T-boned every once in a while, you're not living life, girlfriend.
That's when I realized I figured out sex, when she was like, you T-boned me good. And I was like, that's a T-bone?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like T-bone steaks?
Not necessarily, no.
I don't like bone steaks.
I don't like...
You know what I like? I like ribeye.
No, I like filet mignon because I don't like...
You like
I don't
medallion?
like to eat fat.
Medallion
I don't
steaks?
I don't like eating fat.
I love the fat.
And I don't like cutting around it.
I love the fat.
I
know what I love about the
I'm not a
fat?
huge steak guy.
First of all, if there's fat strips on it, you have to cut it right as you eat it. But also, the fat like literally absorbs all the seasoning. Like so.
No,
good.
well, the fat's a flavor. I recognize that. I understand that. I
But
don't like
you know what,
eating
also-
fat, and I don't like cutting around.
Also,
it.
well, I was
it's
gonna say
laborious.
if you cut around it, like that's perfectly acceptable. Like
It's-
if you get a nice
yeah.
nice fat cut of ribeye and you
it's
just cut the fat,
laborious.
but still it's worth it. It's like saying like, oh, I prefer boneless chicken boneless chicken wings,
Which
over.
isn't really even chicken yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like-
I understand. I'm not saying what my opinion is correct.
No. I that's a fucked up comparison because filet mignon is not like boneless chicken wings. You know?
No, it's not. It's an
not-
actual
yeah,
cut of
it's an
meat.
actual-
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
a
it's
medallion.
not shredded.
And it's very expensive. It's
Yes.
fucking good. I like filet mignon when it's done right. You can't just like fucking.
Medium rare.
You can't just throw that shit on a cast iron like fucking.
I'm sure you can. You
I'd rather put it in the oven.
what you do with the cast iron? You sear it on the stove first, and then you
And then
finish
you
it in
throw
the
it in
oven.
the oven, yeah. With the garlic cloves and the fucking
And the
butter
thyme, the butter,
and the rosemary.
based. No, you don't use rosemary. You could.
Well, what I do is honestly, I'm an idiot, I'm an asshole, so I just buy like, I go to the supermarket and there's like packets of like poultry blend, like poultry blend herbs, and it's got everything. It's got a little bit of rosemary, it's got a little bit of thyme, it's got a little bit of oleander seed. No, I'm kidding.
Remember, there's a friend of mine that owned salad seasoning.
What?
It was like a seasoning for salad, and I'm like, and vegetables. I'm like,
Wouldn't that just be like bacon bits?
bacon bits.
Yeah.
My grandmother. I mean, like actually, also I used to too. Like,
Young lady, if you put another bacon in that salad, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
because they were 0 calories, my grandmother would like snack on bacon bits, and then my mom.
There were 0 calories?
Yeah.
How does that make sense? That's interesting.
Well, I wouldn't say 0 calorie, but it's very, very low calorie. It's like I don't really understand what bacon bits are.
Maybe they killed you or something. Like that's why.
Probably, yeah. I'm not entirely sure what, because like the last time I ate bacon bits was I would have been a kid, because my mom inherited that snack, and then I did as well when I lived with her, but I never like bought it myself. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what bacon bits are. 33 calories. Oh wow, that's
One tablespoon, 7 grams is 33 calories. That's like
That's
nothing.
a lot. But still,
Is it?
No, a tablespoon. No, actually, no, it's not. That's no wonder. I would just fill the cap, and it's probably like a tablespoon and a half.
There's nothing.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is nothing, and it feels.
Like, I could eat-
and it's very satisfying and crunchy.
Like I could eat a whole fucking spoonfuls of this shit without eating,
yeah,
without even consuming 100
and
calories.
but it has crunch to it, and like you exert energy eating it, so it's satisfying. It's not like eating
bacon,
the Quaker Oats.
like actual bacon.
No, I mean like in terms of like things that are low calorie that aren't like really food.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just discovered a new superfood.
No,
bacon
it's
bits.
not. No, it's not a superfood.
Bacon
No,
bits.
it's probably salty as shit. Let me see. Let's see the sodium content.
It's probably not that much.
Oh, it's fucking
124 milligrams.
in a tablespoon.
What is it per 1 tablespoon? Is that a lot?
I don't know.
Milligrams doesn't seem like.
Hold on, daily.
1 gram?
That's no a tablespoon's. That's 7 grams. Huh? I didn't realize that.
Doesn't seem like that bad.
Hold on. Daily amounts of sodium. Ideal target is 1,500 milligrams. That's actually not that bad.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you're right about that. I eat way saltier shit.
So then maybe we should just like snack on bacon bits. Like we should just eat nothing but
It's kept my grandmother slim all these years.
Well, Grandma, what's your secret? Well, I just eat these bacon bits.
And I stick my fingers down my throat.
No, she's too old for that shit.
Now she is, yeah.
She was like, I used to
But
be a little.
she used to do that.
I used to be a snack. Like, well,
She's got clothes from the fucking 60s that still fit her. She's crazy.
oh, so your grandma was a hottie back in the day?
No, that's not what I said. She's fucking anorexic.
I mean, was that her thing? Like, was she all about looking hot back then?
No. She was she had so like she was like conditioned to like she thinks she's fat. She weighs like 70 pounds and she thinks she's fat. She constantly talks about dieting and things like that. So
Well, if she
it's
thinks
not
she's
about,
fat, what does she feel about like the average woman nowadays? She's like,
oh, she loves to watch like my 600-pound life because she thinks she's like them.
she's like, that's just like me.
Yeah, I swear to God, yeah.
And you're like, Grandma, no,
Yeah.
you're nothing like that. And she's like, that's me.
Yes.
I'm that fucking whale. And you're like, Grandma, I could break you over
She'll
my
like
knee.
we'll have dinner one night, and also it's the only meal she eats is dinner. And like we'll have dinner, and the next day, yeah. But you're also like you'll take care of yourself a bit more.
You know why your grandma doesn't do martial arts? What the fuck is wrong with her? Like,
Well, she used to exercise, now she don't.
well, your grandma doesn't do judo or something?
No, she weighs 70 pounds.
I would love to teach judo to like 80-year-old women.
No, she's too brittle. But like yeah, the next day she'd be like, I have to go on a diet. I'm like, she's got to lose 10 pounds. I'm like, you won't exist if you lose 10 pounds. Like,
What is
stop.
she losing 10 pounds for though? It's like, who is
Because
she?
she's fucking crazy. It's in her head.
Nah,
No one's ever asked her to lose weight.
Nah, she's probably like, there's a young man that's
No.
been looking at me.
No,
and-
she has a very low opinion of herself. It's not like that.
Oh.
Although was it her mother?
Well, if you have that low of an opinion about yourself, you also have a high opinion. Like, what if the young men look at me? You know, it's like that kind of same level. It's a horseshoe theory. You think you're so ugly, where it's like you only think that because you think you're beautiful. You know?
No, she thinks she's a disgusting cow. She's not. It's all in her head.
But does
She's
she
not-
know her age?
Yeah, of course she does.
So
She's not doing it for anybody else or to be like attractive. She's doing it for her.
So what I'm thinking is like maybe
When actually, so what, like the care she takes in how she dresses, she does enjoy compliments from people, but she's not looking for compliments from men.
I'm just thinking like maybe she, which is great. I mean, maybe she looks in the mirror and she still sees the same version when she was 45.
I think she still sees the fat little girl she was when she was like.
Oh, that's terrible. That's a sad version of the
That's
story.
what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. I'm like, my girl is not.
I'm still
No,
a beautiful
it's not like she
princess.
fucking reads fucking.
She's like, no, I'm a fat fucking ugly frog.
Yes, that's what I'm
Ugh,
trying.
I hate
That's what I'm
myself.
trying to
She's
say.
like,
yeah.
I can't eat.
It's not like she reads fucking Vogue and she's like, I'm
She
just like
just
them.
never
Like,
grew out of it.
Yeah, she's a fat little girl. It's terrible.
But that makes her beautiful. Because like she's the same 14-year-old girl who's like hot because she looks in the mirror and she's like, I'm ugly.
Well, no, that's why
I'm
she-
hideous. I'm so fat. Meanwhile, she's like prom queen or whatever.
No, I wouldn't go that far. No, that's why she literally owns clothes from the 60s
That's cool.
that still fit her. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, see, clothes are a thing, right? Like, cause like you don't. you want to think that like when you buy a piece of clothing that you like, you'll keep it for the rest of your life, right?
I mean, I feel like that's how women are.
I mean, why
As a
wouldn't
man,
they-
I've never had that.
Well, why
No,
wouldn't-
you're right. Yeah.
even as a man, like I know men who are not gay, but they still feel that way about their shit. You know, they're like,
Yeah.
I know guys that are like, I like my clothes. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I know straight guys that get like manicures and pedicures, like they care
Sure.
that much about their aesthetic. I guess. you
Sure.
know?
Pedicures are weird. I've had 2.
Well, yeah, it's your feet. You know.
Yeah, I don't like my feet being touched. It's
You
weird.
don't like it?
No, it's just like it's awkward.
Gives
I'm
me a
not
bit of a
crazy about it.
boner.
Doesn't it's not for me. I'm not a foot guy.
I'm not a foot guy either, but I like my feet touched. It's fun.
Yeah, I don't.
I
I like
had-
my feet. Also, I like.
I had
my
a girl.
feet.
I had a girl suck my toes, which is really nice.
I've had a girl offer to do that, and I was like, "Nah, don't do that."
You should accept it next time.
Nah, probably.
It's a one of a kind
I
experience.
did it for her because she likes her feet. So I was like, "Okay."
No, you should do it for yourself.
No, just like when. So have you ever had a pedicure?
No.
So it's really weird. Because like I said, I
Is
like,
it weird?
it's weird to me because my feet are because I don't lotion my feet, anything like that.
I
So
didn't know
my,
you were supposed to lotion your feet.
you don't have to, but I think people do.
I just thought
So-
to wash my feet. I thought that was the
Sure,
most
I wash my feet, but the bottom of my feet are rough. They're very rough because I don't like pay any attention to them.
I should
other than
wash your
cleaning
feet.
them. No, you definitely shouldn't. So like when
Yes,
getting,
I should. Sorry, what were you saying? All right, you don't wash your feet anyway.
that's not what I said.
I know. I
wash-
Keep going.
So like I don't like lotion my feet. So my feet are very rough. The bottom of my feet are very rough, but I don't notice it because that's just how that is.
Oh my god, I can't believe you don't lotion your feet. I
Yeah,
can't
I
believe
know.
you don't sit there putting like
Yeah.
Anyway, Paul.
So getting a pedicure, it's like I could breathe through my feet, and I don't like it. It's really weird. Like I could feel like the material of my socks on the bottom of my feet. It's how I get the best way to describe it.
Maybe that's not how feet are supposed to feel.
I don't think that's what feet are supposed to feel. But
But what about washing your feet?
yeah, I wash my feet.
Let me wash your feet.
No,
You'll be like Jesus. I'll be like
no,
Judah.
you'll be Jesus. That's what Jesus did.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. I thought Judah washed Jesus' feet.
No, that's the thing. Jesus washed his guests' feet, and they were like,
Oh.
you don't have to do that."
Oh, so now Death Note makes more sense. So that's why L washed Light's foot, because L was like the Jesus that died, and then Light was the one who was like,
Being humble because you wouldn't.
I'm gonna kill this guy that's washing my feet.
Because they were like, "You're God, you're the king, you can
Oh,
wash our
okay.
feet." Yeah, and
I
he's
get
like,
it.
"No, I'm just like you."
Let me wash your feet.
No,
I'll be Jesus.
No.
I'll wash your feet.
Absolutely not.
You're gonna be like, no. I'll wash.
under no circumstances.
It'll be like, I'm gonna wash your feet. No, I'm gonna wash your feet. No, I'm gonna wash your feet. Remember that Whitest Kids You Know skit with the Siamese twins? It's like, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. No, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. And the dad walks in like, boys, I told you to stop playing Siamese.
yeah. Oh, like they're jerking off.
And it's like, oh, whatever.
I love Whitest Kids.
Sorry, Dad.
I love Whitest Kids. It's one of my favorite things ever.
He's like, stop it, bro. You know, every time you jerk off,
No, you stop.
I'm gonna say, wait, what are you doing? No, you can't use to jerk me off. It's like, I'm gonna teach you a
Told you
lesson.
boys to stop playing soybeans.
No, I'm gonna
twins.
teach you a lesson. I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
I know, and they're getting.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
I love Whitest Kids.
It's one of the best. It's better than all that.
Oh yeah, I mean 1,000 times better than all that. It's one of my favorite sketch shows ever.
It's
Sketch Cut-
it's the best sketch show of all time, I think. Whitest Kids You Know, because it was the perfect amount of everything. It was a perfect amount of funny. It was a perfect amount of deep. It was a perfect amount of fucked up. It was a perfect amount of like camaraderie. It was everything. It was,
I agree.
it
Yeah,
was just everything you wanted.
they all met in college.
It was better than Saturday Night Live. It was better than fucking Mad TV. It was better than everything. It was the perfect skit TV show.
Because they had a lot of freedom too, being on IFC like that. Yeah.
It was the.
It's
perfect-
all of them. Yeah.
It was the perfect skit show. It was all Trevor. He was the genius.
Trevor was the biggest part. Yeah.
He was the genius behind all of it.
Trevor was the biggest one.
If he didn't die, they would have been as
now-
successful as South Park is now. Because Trey Parker.
Well, no, the show ended years ago. They wouldn't have been that success. Like sketch comedy has a limit.
No, but Trevor's name held a lot of weight after that show.
No, but he still did stand up in performances.
And
or
he
whatever,
still did
but-
Whitest Kids You Know.
Well, no, Whitest Kids You Know ended like a long time
I mean,
ago.
he still did stuff like under that name.
Well, yeah, well, so during COVID, they started doing a D&D, like playing D&D like online, like together or whatever, and they started doing a review of like old episodes and podcasts and stuff like that with each other.
I love
like
that.
they were always involved, yeah. And it's like actually Trevor tells a joke where because they all went to NYU, and
Well, they all dropped out of NYU.
So
None of them graduated NYU.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
But-
because they were an acting troupe when they got
That's
together.
how they form, yeah.
And then
They form
the
that.
one, the fat little one who
Timmy.
always plays Timmy. He's always like, "Are you
They-
sure
they-
this
they-
is gonna make money?" And Trevor's like,
they-
"Yeah, bro, we just got to keep doing it."
They picked on him, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like the way they do in the show. Like,
but they were because
yeah.
they were like running on fumes, and they were like
Yeah.
literally an acting skit troupe. And then
Sure.
Timmy was like, "Are you sure we're gonna make money?" Because like I got like a fiance now, and it's like, "Yeah, dude, it's fine. We'll hit it big," and they did.
Trevor tells a story I like where like so like he was like there was this guy that would always go to this bar that he would go to and like he was just like all he would do is like he would go out, drink all night, sleep during the day, and come back out and do it all over again. And he's like I'm pretty sure this guy was the last guy to find out 9/11 happened. Because the night before he was out drinking till fucking like 4 or 5 in the morning.
And then 9/11
he went home. He slept all day.
He wakes up. He's like,
And then no,
"What the fuck?
no,
Why is
no.
everyone so bummed out?"
So no, he wakes up and he goes to the bar, and like everyone's quiet watching TV, like watching the news. Like, what the fuck are everyone watching the news for? What the fuck
is
happened?
wrong with you?
Yeah,
pussies?
and they're
It's
like,
come on,
9/11 happened.
It's like what? It's like,
He's like, this guy lived in New York. He's probably the last guy to find out 9/11 happened.
that would be me.
But so they made a movie before he died, but it's never gonna come out because I don't think it's any good.
It's probably not.
It's probably no good. But
It's still a good idea.
I don't know what it is, but like
I
it's,
thought it was the idea of the last guy who found out.
no, that's just a story. No, I don't know what the movie was about. I don't know if it was just a sketch show movie, but it's been finished forever. It's never gonna come out. It's probably no good.
All right, so before the first
Because
part
what's
ends,
his name? Zach is a director now. Zach had the buzzed hair.
yeah,
Yeah,
the good-looking one.
sure. He made Weapons, and I think he just made the newest Resident Evil. Directed the newest Resident Evil.
Weapons
movie.
was bad.
I never saw it, but everyone loves it.
What, the little kids that go evil?
I
and
didn't
crazy?
see Weapons. I don't know. I knew nothing about it. I thought it was very good from what I hear. But he also just made the new Resident Evil. It's coming out, directed rather. Apparently, people like his.
I think I'm kind of done with movies.
Directing.
I'm literally done with movies.
Well, I mean,
no,
you've
I'm
been
not
watching a ton of fucking Marvel
I'm not
movies.
done
Those
with
aren't exactly.
watching movies. I'm done with taking movies seriously. I think I'm seriously done with it. Like, there's no point.
Why?
There's no point in looking at movies as a serious art form anymore. Like,
I
music.
disagree. There's still there. It depends. Like when a lot of like big, blockbuster like special effects movies, I don't feel any art in. Not because it's. And I don't respect. Like it is hard to do special effects, like CGI stuff. Like I'm not saying it isn't, but like it takes away any of the skill or magic that comes into the art of practical effects. The way you do certain shots, things like that, it takes away from performances.
Put it this way, it's like saying like it's not that there's no art in like music production behind a computer because you still have to like
Sure, there is still
but it's not the same as playing with a band live, where
correct.
you're fucking
and figure things out as it happens or as it goes and
it's like comparing
making do with what
because like when you're doing theater, you're doing the take, you're doing the shot at the same time.
Sure,
Whereas when
yeah.
you're filming a movie, you're doing like one line 100 times because it's like you just got to get that one.
and it's just like you're not, and it's just obvious to me, even if you're a great actor. And I think it's really hard to act in front of a green screen and not be able to see where you are. But like I could tell when you're not there.
But I also think like if you're a talented actor, like theater is like short-term performance, whereas
That's what they prefer.
movie shit is like long-term performance. It's like
Movies is what make you
like
makes you money.
as a performer. It doesn't make sense for me to like say the line and I say one word a little incorrectly and the director says cut and then we do it over again. It doesn't make sense to do a real. But if you're an actor, a talented actor who knows the meta game, like it's not just about the immediate performance. There's like edits. There's cuts.
Right, yeah.
That.
Yeah.
That is the meta. That's the meta game. Same thing with music. It's like you could be a guitarist and you could be the greatest guitarist playing for the coolest band, but the music producer ultimately is the one who has to facilitate the record.
There's a
and the
difference
compilation.
between being in the studio and then being live.
There's
Same
big
thing
picture,
with,
little picture.
Sure. And that's why, like, for actors, like passionate actors, they like to do theater, like to do small movies, but bigger
like
movies
Tom
is what
Holland
pays.
doing Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet. So tired. But things like that.
Don't say that.
Whatever. It's not. It's not like it's bad.
It's your heritage. It's a half Italian, half Anglo, man.
Fair enough. Not Anglo. Half
Yeah,
Italian. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, my
Celts are Anglo, dude.
No, they're not.
They're kind of Anglo.
No, they're not.
They're adjacent.
No, so the British are a mix of.
That's like saying Danes or the Welsh aren't Anglo.
No,
Well, the Danes aren't Anglo, but the Welsh definitely are.
Yeah, the Welsh.
And
are
so are the
Anglo.
Celts.
No, they're not.
And the Scots.
No, they're not.
I feel like if I said this in Ireland or Scotland, they would kill me.
Yes.
They'd be like, "What?"
So
What
the Irish and Scots are still Celts. The British much less so.
Like,
because,
boy, did you just call us Anglos?
Yeah, you can't do it. My aunt did the what do you call it? The 23andMe thing or the Ancestry.com thing or whatever when she got her DNA tested, and that's my dad's sister.
You know, Rob Palumbo's aunt was like the mayor of Dublin.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I remember that.
That was crazy. I was like,
That's,
what?
Yeah, super interesting. But she came back 100% Irish, like nothing else, completely Irish Celtic. And the Brits are a mix of Anglos, Normans, Vikings. They're a bunch of shit. The Vikings and the Romans never bothered with Ireland because they couldn't. It wasn't worth the hassle.
Sounds like they're the superior people. Then, if they're the mix of all that shit,
I don't think so. They think so.
Well, that's why the Chinese are dominating because they're literally a mix of all that. Like when you get a mix of all that shit, it always churns out victory.
But I mean, the Chinese have specific ethnic groups like the Han, right? And
the only problem is like everyone has this like weird innate aversion to the black gene. You know, like everyone's thinking like, oh, if my kid is half Latino, half Asian, half white, like it is what it is. But they always have these weird feelings about half black, you know?
Well, I mean, like who? I mean, a lot of cultures actually, yeah, like
a lot. Like
yeah.
Asians, I know are very racist against blacks
they,
specifically.
Yes, they are.
And Muslims too.
Yes,
oddly enough, because Muslims are just so close to Africa, which is very funny. And also, like,
right.
Europeans, no brainers, are also very racist against the Africans.
But see, like the Africans that are tend to be Muslim are mostly Northern Africans.
The only people who I've seen that I've interacted with that have zero racist inclinations towards blacks are Native Americans. Native Americans are the only people, and I've met like quite a few Native Americans. And like none of them, no Native American I've ever met had anything racist. And I've met every other race. Mm-hmm. Every other race, like I've met at least one member of that race to say something negative about black people. Native Americans, never. I've never met one Native American who said anything negative about black people, which is interesting to me. I mean, yeah, they have reasons to and they have no reason to. But it's like, of all the races or ethnicities, the Native Americans are the one who are the true allies to black people out of any other ethnicity, in my opinion. Well, from my experience, I should say.
I buy that. I could see that.
It's not even like if you told that to me at first, I would be like, I don't know about that, but I would think about it and I'll be like, yeah, I totally.
Yeah, no,
that.
I don't think I've actually ever really met any like Native American people, but that makes sense to me. I could see that. I believe that. Because every other group, no matter where they're from, even like other immigrants, I've heard other immigrants. I know, and I'm like
even South Americans, like Mexicans, Ecuadorians, Venezuelans, they hate black people. Bro. I'm like, holy shit! Like everyone hates black.
Argentinians pretend there's no black people in Argentina.
Yeah.
But they
Brazilians too. There's so many black people in Brazilians, and yet they hate the black people there.
They're heavily mixed in.
So it's like the only people that I've met that really don't hate black people or at all are Native Americans.
I could see that.
I mean, I'm sure because I said that, like some Native American would pipe up somewhere in the world and be like, "Actually, I do dislike."
You think
black
one
people.
of our 198 subscribers is Native American?
Yeah, but not even that. It's just like I feel like
Well, hold on. Let me stand up and say to speak on behalf of all my people. We do fucking hate that group.
Imagine like that one, you meet that one Native American who's and you're black and you happen to be black. He's like you're thinking it's like, oh, I never there's no Native Americans that hate black people. And he's like, how?
Well, actually,
How? My name is Squatting Eagle and I hate black people. And you're like, oh man. Like just my luck.
name is No Darkies, and I hate. I'd be like, oh, okay.
My name is Anti-Eggplant.
Oh, my name is No Moulignon.
No Moulignons. Yeah, I remember me and Jordan went on a tear because like Jordan learned what well, he never heard the term moolie before. So he's like so he just kept saying that like over and over. He's like moolie. It's like moulignon, moolie. And then later that night, like we got stoned and then like, you know, I think someone said something and Jordan was like, huh, coolie moolie over here. And we were like, oh hey, it was one of those AL moments. You're like, hey, coolie moolie. It became a organic meme for a little bit.
I like learning about racial slurs only because like I find it comical like how things get how you arrive there.
Well, you know what the oldest racial slur is, right?
What I don't know. What is it?
And as far as Western culture is concerned, the oldest
More?
ethnic ethnic slur.
More?
No, it's goy.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Because think about it, you know, like as far as Western civilization.
Oh no, yeah, you're absolutely right. Because even like I said more, but more wasn't a slur.
No,
more was just
goy.
Yeah.
It's not even a slur.
More,
goy is not a slur. Goy is not an offense.
it's not a
It's
term
just-
of endearment.
Well, it's just a delineation, you know. It's just
It's- you're-
basically saying you're not one.
You're
of
not
us.
one of but that's inherently insulting.
But Jesus was one of them, and we're not. We're not.
Yeah,
like
but
one
Jesus
of-
didn't go around fucking calling people fucking Gentiles and
goy.
goy.
But that's
Jesus' message was for everybody.
But to be fair, Jesus by nature was himself an exception. Like he said specifically, he's like, "I'm breaking the rule. I'm
Yeah.
breaking the thing." You know,
Yeah.
it's like,
my message is for everybody.
yeah, you're not goy anymore in my
Yeah.
eyes, and that was special.
Yeah.
But as far as Jesus's people are concerned, goy is just the oldest like other. You know, it's like
Sure.
the oldest like version of like you're not one of us. You know, it's like you're not the
That's
chosen.
what I'm
people.
saying. That's inherently insulting.
But that it is the definition is what it is. It's the problem is it's not like you can just go to like this like wall of all words ever and just eliminate one. You can't eliminate goy, and because you can't
I didn't
eliminate.
say you should eliminate it.
No, I'm not saying we should either. But I'm saying
Because if you do, you forget what it means. And
in a
forget
lot
what
of
it means
ways
is-
that word is like the cause. Well, as far as Western culture is concerned, that word is like the root of all racism. Because if it wasn't for that word, there would be no precedent. You know, as far as the West is concerned. Because what do we know that's like ethnic delineation before that? Nothing.
So, like, I mean, Romans would have, like,
They
if you weren't, if you call you a
weren't
barbarian.
racist. Romans were not racist. They were classist
Classes, sure, yes.
and nationalist.
Yes.
That was different.
Yes.
They weren't racist. Jews were more racist than the Romans.
Well, if it's a religious thing, I don't know if it's...
Well, the thing about Jews is that they're both an ethnicity and a religion. So it's like, because it's by the blood. It's if your mother is Jewish, then you're Jewish, period.
Right.
Like if I married a Jewish woman, it doesn't matter how Asian or Chinese my kids look. They're still going to be Jews.
Right. Right.
Which is why I'm thinking about, you know, marrying a Jew. You know, it's like marry a nice Jewess, have some Jewish babies, half Korean, half Jew. They'll be like Captain America with finances, you know, like.
I don't know. It wouldn't depend what it's...
No, they'll be accountants. It's like my name is Christopher Kim Schwartz hyphen for my mother's maiden. You know, like my mother's maiden.
So I don't know. I don't think my chances of marrying a Jew would probably be some type of
I don't
Eastern.
think so. I think you could easily marry a Jew, but you would probably.
Well, I don't think I'm not saying it'd be
I
easy
think
or
you
hard.
would. You would marry one of those secular Jews though, like you know this like hot bitch. She's into art, punk shows, and drinking and ketamine, and then you fix her.
What's her ethnicity?
Jew. Oh, she's probably from like Austria or Ukraine or Czechoslovakia.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, some Jewish adjacent country that's not Israel, you know.
I think I need a little something else in my bloodline going.
Well, like Mediterranean Jew.
No. I will. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, like
I need a little color in my.
well, first of all, if you went to Israel,
Look at me.
you know, if you went to Israel, those chicks want you to. You could bring them home. They want to come. They want to.
Do they want to come?
Yes. Yes,
know,
if
yeah.
you go, if you went to Israel right now and
Sure,
like hit
yeah,
up one of those like IDF bitches, like they want to be an American. They'd be like, "Oh, big man, big American man. What do you do in America? You got a house? You
Yes,
got a
I am
home?"
big.
And it's
I'd be
like,
no.
but then it's
No.
like, but then they'll be asked like, "Where do you live?"
Yeah.
And then you would tell them New York, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, I have blah blah blah. I have second, third, first cousin aunt in
No
New York."
shit.
You know, it's like yeah. So of course they would come with you, and it's like, so you got job, you got car, you got
I have job. I have car.
you got money, you got bitches, you
I
got
have no
car.
money.
Would you? All right, and then the Jewish IDF chick asks you, it's like, would you rather have 3 kids and no money, or no money, or no kids and 3 money?
Well, I have no money now, so
So you should tell her no kids and 3 money. I'd rather have no kids and 3 money. This will be a filter. Like, first of all the IDF chicks will come after you, and it's like they'll ask you like the question, and then
yeah. But
it'll split.
I'm
the-
also naturally suspicious. So like, if women started flocking to me, I'd be like, something's.
IDF chicks aren't scammers like Thai bitches or fucking like, you know, like Venezuelan bitches. You know, it's not like that. Like in Israel,
Yo, and some funny. So my cousin,
they have honor in Israel. There's a thing called honor there.
So my cousin's in the Navy. He's stationed in Japan, and I saw him last Christmas. He came around for the first time in a while.
It was like Konnichiwa, Chris-san.
No, he's not an asshole like that. No.
I would be
That's
an
not
asshole like that.
Yeah, no, not like that. He's actually
I'd be like, onegashimasu, Chris-san.
no, he didn't do that. He wouldn't do that. But he was
Daifu-san.
he was dating so he's dating a chick out there, and she's like Brazilian. And he's showing us pictures and talking about her, and he shows
Like,
my
she's
grandmother.
really hot, dude. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
she was. I'm like, oh, she's cute. He shows my grandma, and I was like, no. She's like, be careful. I seen her on TV before. She's like, I know what happens in these things. My cousin was like, he like was about to lose it. He's like, am I going to yell at your grandmother? I was like, dude, she's drunk. Don't worry about it. But like,
I've seen these-
she's like, I know what they
bitches
do.
on TV.
She's like, yeah. She looked at her, looked at him. She's like, no, I know what they do. She's like, she wants,
You know what?
she wants a green card.
All right, so my fucked up opinion is that she's right. Your grandma's right, actually, and your cousin.
Well, my cousin's he's very tall. So
the thing is, we want your cousin to be right, but the truth is, your grandma is going to be right. She's going to get the last laugh.
oh, I don't. Yeah,
You can't tell your cousin this, but that's the ultimate truth.
Well, I wouldn't tell him that. I was like, you're right. She's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Don't listen
She's
to her.
speaking that-
Yeah.
But the truth is, she's right.
He's also very tall,
But still, she's
and
right.
bitches like tall.
Right. Anyway, we could cut the first part. I got go pee.
I said I don't have to pee right now.
You don't have to pee.
No,
Do you want to? Do you want to go to a bar after this?
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you want to get some coke? No, I can't say that on air.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
You
You can say whatever you want.
You could have said it before when it wasn't recording.
I'll say it right now. First of all right. As an American citizen, I just want to let all you listeners know I'm allowed to do drugs. Okay. I was born in America. I was born in Queens, New York, to be exact. Yes, I'm an Asian man, but I'm still an American citizen, born and raised. And as an American citizen, I'm allowed to buy cocaine and contribute to this fucked up economy of drugs and murder and gangsters owning countries. Like, until someone puts a kibosh to it, you know, like a whole stop on the whole drug economy, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing like sick cocaine. I'm gonna keep doing that fucking Colombian white lightning. Actually, it's not Colombian anymore. Now it's from Venezuela. I think the best coke right now comes. No, it's Ecuador. Ecuador is producing the best shit, and it's going through countries like Venezuela and all those other countries, so that it could eventually come to us, so that we could enjoy nothing close to uncut coke, but it's pretty good. Coke has gotten cheaper, and I don't mean to educate people on like how to get coke on this podcast, but as a occasional cocaine user, I'm not an avid cocaine user. Like, my friends are definitely occasional cocaine users. Like, and I don't just mean like one or two of my friends. I mean all my friends are casual cocaine users, me included. And I think it's because cocaine has gotten a lot cheaper and the quality has gone up. So imagine cheddar costing like $2 cheaper per bag and twice as sharp. You're like, whoa, Like, this is crazy. This is an insane steal. I'm gonna buy like 10 bags of this. You know, like that's cocaine right now. You know what I mean? I don't know when this happened. I think it happened in the past like 3 years, right after COVID. As soon as COVID ended, the cocaine economy changed a lot because
The demand went up.
not only the demand but the supply went up too.
Right, it was all this coke that no one was going out and using.
Oh shit, you're right. Well, it does make sense that the supply and demand
It
go
does
up.
make sense.
It does make sense that the supply and demand will go up at the same time. But as soon as COVID, all I know is this: right after COVID ended, the quality of the cocaine in New York City went way up, and the prices went way down. Like seriously, do you remember what you used to pay for coke? Like for $50, nobody was selling even 50 pieces. Like it was hard to buy $50 worth of coke. Now you could buy. I'd say nowadays, like you spend $20 on the amount of coke that like $50 would have bought you back then. You know. And you know what? Like, I don't even mind it because like there's worse drugs than coke. I'd rather kids do coke than Xanax. I'd rather kids do coke than Percocets. I'm just gonna say it. Like, yeah, I know cocaine is scary to you fucking gringos out there. I know cocaine leads to crack. Like, I get it, but trust me, like, it is not worse than Xanax, Percocet, Roxycontin. That shit is like it's next level. But cocaine is different. Now, if someone actually like, see, they would never do it. Like, there's no way you would be able to go to a pharmacy and be like, "Oh, could I get my cocaine capsules, please? It's for my arthritis. It's for my narcolepsy." You know, like.
What's great is I could never, unless the only thing I could ever see cocaine being like medically useful for is like constipation, maybe.
That's great. That's see, cocaine is a medicine. I'm convinced cocaine is a medicine. We, as Americans, are the
Doc,
ones that.
I'm suffering from depression. You have anything that can make me really happy for 5 minutes
And
then be really upset the
And you know
next
what?
20 minutes?
And back in the early 1900s or late,
sure,
you know what the doctor would do? He would go like, yeah, I might have something."
It wasn't powdered. It's a liquid.
Oh, they were doing liquid coke.
Yeah, it was a
Sigmund
liquid.
Freud was doing liquid cocaine.
Yeah, he would shoot himself up with coke. Yeah.
What were they sniffing then? I know they were sniffing something back then.
Snus, not like coke.
Snus.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
so
cocaine. Sniffable cocaine is like an invention of the Colombians in like the 70s, 60s, 70s.
God bless him.
Right?
God bless him.
Right?
They make good shit.
You get good money for it. But yeah, like did you ever play the first Red Dead Redemption?
Yes.
Do you remember I forget the guy's name, but you remember the guy in Blackwater? The
doctor.
The doctor, yeah.
He was sniffing.
He was shooting himself up with coke.
Oh. And then you get some. You also get some syringes if you wanted them, I think, or you get the tonic.
Well, yeah, but it's not a cocaine tonic.
But I'm pretty sure that's what the Deadeye tonic was like straight up cocaine.
It slows time down. Does cocaine slow time down for you?
Yeah, kinda. No, it speeds me up, which makes everyone else slow. You know, like. Like I'll be like I'll sort of fat line and everyone will be like, "Yo," you know, and I'll just be moving so fast. But to me, it's like everyone else is just moving so slow.
Wow, you missed. You emptied that clip pretty fast, but you missed.
Yo, next time I enter like a prestigious sword tournament, I kind of want to experiment with drugs, like take like cocaine or Adderall or methamphetamines or something, and like see what happens. Like, will my performance increase? Probably, yeah. Which makes you think, like,
cocaine has never been considered a performance-enhancing drug.
Imagine if samurai back then, like, you wanted them to win a battle, and you're like, "Yo, put this white stuff up, just sniff it, breathe it in," you know.
Like I know, baseball had a cocaine issue pop up.
Oh, really?
In the 70s.
Oh, I could only imagine baseball,
well, yeah, in
right?
The 70s,
Yeah.
But like when I think, like I don't think there were guys like there was one guy named I think it was Tim Raines. Tim Raines famously talked about how he kept like he was like a speedy guy, like a base dealer, and he always had like a bag like in his pocket. But like to me, like when you're like a hitter, like you're like overthinking everything. So like to do coke and go and like sit in the batter's box to me sounds like a nightmare because you just overthink every little thing.
You know what I think we do with coke? I think we do it wrong. I don't think we're supposed to sniff it. I think we're just supposed to chew the leaves.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
I think the
That's
way
not cocaine. That's,
but the way we're doing, that's why we get addicted. Like we say, like, oh, cocaine is so addictive. I don't think it's supposed to be that addictive.
Part of the addiction is sniffing it. That's a very addictive way to do something.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I'm not a fan of sniffing. I like popping. I like something in a pill
Popping.
or in a capsule.
Oh, I don't.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like popping stuff.
I love popping stuff.
Nah.
I hate popping pills.
Popping stuff. Wait,
I hate
then
popping.
what are you talking about?
No,
Popping what?
Like Molly or ecstasy.
That's a pill.
Yeah, but those ecstasy pills usually have a bunch of shit in it too.
But that's not what I. But like, you're saying you like the act of popping something. You don't pop pills,
No,
Bobby.
well, you can't like the act of popping a pill.
Well,
It's not. It's
what
just
I'm
you're
talking-
just swallowing a thing.
That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
so you're describing how sniffing is like an actual activity.
Sniffing is
Like
an
just
addictive.
just like how rolling weed is like an addictive activity for me. Like I
So-
love
so,
rolling.
like,
I will never
so
get tired of rolling.
Smoking is like, if you had the choice, would you pop a marijuana pill or would you smoke it?
I would roll it and smoke it. It's like if I was in a war zone,
So smoking-
give me some tobacco and a rolling paper.
Right.
It's gonna calm me down.
So
you know?
smoking is same thing. Tobacco was
Yeah.
a leaf that you used to chew.
It's like give me a credit card, give me some coke, and crush it. I'll calm down. you know?
Smoking
No,
is
yeah.
a very addictive way. Is an addictive habit. It's an addictive way to take something.
No, we're
Snort-
talking about
sniffing.
rolling. Remember, rolling and smoke, then smoking. Just like cutting up the coke and then sniffing.
No, I'm not talking about the process. It's not.
I'm
it's
talking about the
liter-
process.
All right, but it's not what I'm getting at.
But don't you think that's the addictive part? Is the process?
No, to me that's the fun in it. That's the ritual of it. But that's not what's addictive about it. It's what's addictive about it is how you ingest it. Smoking.
No, I don't
yes,
think
it
it would be
is.
as addictive for
It's
you.
literally. It's not. Maybe you don't feel that way personally, but that is literally like, you smoke.
Well, can I ask you something? So
Why don't you fucking?
you prefer-
Why don't you use Zyn? Do you like nicotine? That's the drug, right? Why don't
I
you
like the
use Zyn?
inhalation.
Exactly. You like smoking.
I prefer smoking.
But smoking is is more addictive, and it makes that drug more habit forming than another way. Like Zyn is not. It's not addictive to stick something. Like, I mean,
Wait,
not
so,
as much.
so could I ask you, like, do you dislike the process of cutting it? Like, do you
That's not what I. No, it's not. No,
No,
it's,
no.
It's
I'm
ritual.
saying, no. I'm not trying to like fucking
I'm not a-
grill you on it. I'm just asking personally, like, person to person. Like, do you not enjoy the act of like cutting it, chopping it, and shit? I like it. I like
that's the ritual. That's not addicting to me. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to sit there and break shit up all day. I don't want to sit and just roll constantly. That's not where like I get. That doesn't do anything for me without the other part.
You know what? You just
I could
reminded me
buy
of?
pre rolls, smoke and enjoy that, and just never
You know what-
roll.
You know what you
and
just
I
made
could-
me realize?
What?
You just made me realize why I enjoy like smoking spliffs more than smoking cigarettes.
Because you like the ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the addictive part. Which
No,
one,
to me, that
which
is the
one,
addictive
Which
part.
one could you do? Which one could you do without? Could you just roll forever and never actually smoke, or could you skip rolling, buy a pre-roll, and smoke? It's scientifically proven. Like smoking is an addictive way to take something. Snorting something is the most addictive way to take something. Like that's why like when you I've never injected myself with anything. I never will. And whenever you look at someone injecting something, you're like, how could I ever get to that? No one starts injecting.
You know what I just realized? Like,
What?
I think it's like a different layered thing, right? Like, let's say you're right. Let's assume you're correct.
I am right.
No, let's assume you're correct, and that you're factually correct. Let's say you're factually correct.
I am factually correct.
You are factually correct.
Yes.
Okay. So then sniffing it is the most addictive way, but then let's say you're a person. You're like in terms of typography, like you're the type of or not typography, categorization. You're the type of person who not only enjoys the process of sniffing it because that is by de facto the best, but you also enjoy the process. So you would be more likely to be an addict than a person who just enjoys sniffing it like everyone else, but doesn't like the process of like actually getting it and chopping it and all that shit.
Yeah.
So there are degrees to it. Is basically it. Is a conclusion, right? It's like if you're the kind of person like you, I don't think you enjoy chopping. I think you could tolerate it. I think you could tolerate the process
Right.
of putting the coke
Sure.
on your phone. But there's people who legit live for that shit. They live for it. I feel like they live for it just as much, not more, but just as much as sniffing it.
No, if you gave them the option to skip that, they would take it.
I think there's some people. Oh,
I disagree.
You know, it's like saying like there's people that would rather not ever roll their cigarettes. You know, there's still people out there who'd rather roll their cigarettes.
I enjoy the ritual of things like that, but I could do without. And it was
drugs are getting. I mean, also I think about weed. Like, there's people who literally like eating gummies over smoking weed. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I know,
but they exist. You know?
I know exactly. But those are people who aren't necessarily have never been potheads and never like.
Do you think cocaine will ever get like that, where it's like I don't enjoy like sniffing it, but I like eating it. My coke gummies, you know.
I don't know, because to me it's so ingrained, like it's very ritualistic, and the camaraderie of like,
also the taste is very specific. The smell and the taste is so good.
Right.
Like there's something about that powdery gasoline-esque taste or smell. It's
have
like
you tried
ethanol. It's ethanol.
Have you tried?
It's straight up, it has to be ethanol. Like that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. I mean, like different cuts have different smells to them.
Yeah. But the ethanol, that hard ethanol smell is like my shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I remember one time I was getting from a source, and there was, I think, 2 or 3 times where like it was honestly the most gasoline like
It was
it was overbearing,
it was potent.
that smell and that taste, to the point where like like a friend of mine knew I was doing it because he could smell gasoline on me, like, and that was like, there was a very short period of time when that happened, but like,
you ever do coke that was so good where like you did like a little bit and you were like, this is great, but then like you feel the bile coming up from your throat and you're like, oh, it was too great, you know? Like, but just a little, you wouldn't throw up, but it's like you did enough and it's like, I want to do more. But then like it was, that little bit was so good, you're like, I'm about to puke because it was like so good, you know?
kind of.
You know what I mean? Like,
I do know what you mean.
Like
yeah.
I
know what you mean.
You're not nauseous. It's not nausea. It's something else. It's like you just did like a little bump and you're like, oh, where can we?
Well, because you have to drip and you get too hard of a drip.
Yeah. You're like,
because I've seen other people do that, and I'm like, what do you do? Like,
you just get the gag reflex because the drip. Yeah, and it's good. It's like really good. And then you're about to puke, you hold it down, and you're like, yo, you got another bump of that? You're like, can I get another bump of that? And like, yo, us New Yorkers now, we're spoiled at this point. Like, yo, there's so much.
I liked their conversation before more.
What?
Nothing. Go on.
What were we talking about before?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, we were talking about mythology.
Mythology, esotericism, mysticism, esotericism.
Yeah, I talk about that all right.
I know. It's fine. It's also just because I've been watching more.
You think substances can't be esoteric or occult?
That's not what I wasn't getting at that. I just don't like talking about
drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean your personal drug use?
Yeah, certain drugs.
Well, you haven't done drugs in years, or maybe you have. They won't know. No one will know. There's no proof. It's all hearsay. It's all entertainment value.
I want all right, let's come up with a waiver and have all our subscribers sign it. No, it's just, certain things. It's,
No, I hear that. It's just as long as, for example, as long as it's not a job that involves litigation, as long as it's not a job that involves the use of weaponry, as long as it's not a job that involves heavy bureaucracy.
Well, I mean, so I signed some documents where I'm supposed to disclose everything I've ever like ingested to the city, and I didn't. So, I mean, not that anyone would ever find this, but
you're talking about drugs.
Well, yeah.
I mean, because that's
drugs, ailments,
anything,
right. Even legal drugs.
So,
there was something I got prescribed that I forgot to write on this document, and I'm not nervous about them finding out, but I'm a little nervous.
No, it's retarded.
It's not retarded.
You're not gonna get held up because of that shit. Trust me.
No, I would get fired. I wouldn't get held up.
No, I mean, you're not gonna get fired over that shit.
Yes, I would.
No, I mean, you're not even hired yet, so you're not there to get.
You're
fired.
right. Yes.
You're not gonna.
You're right about yes.
But as far as like actually hiring you, I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna hold you up.
No, I think it'd be if it came up at some point. during something for the next year and a half. Once I get hired, I can't do anything wrong for about a year and a half.
Also, these jobs are not getting harder to get. They're not.
Yeah, but once you're let go from one, that's it. You're shut out.
Yeah, that's true. But that's like any job, though. Because by the time you get shut out from a job, you're either like.
Well, I could no longer be in. I could never work for the city.
So what? You've been doing fine without working for the city up till now.
Yeah, but
You don't need this. You don't need to work for the city.
I want to.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
You just feel you have to.
No, I want to.
Why?
Why? Because I want to not have to work one day, and this is the best way to go about that.
No, it's not. There's plenty of better ways to go about that.
Yeah.
You could become a millionaire.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work that I don't want to do.
I was gonna argue with you for a second, but even the people I know personally who like did it, like it's you're right. It's the same. It's if I was in their shoes, I'll be like, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it.
I know I could make more money. I know I could make more money if I went a certain direction with things. But
same
like,
here. Yeah.
At the same time, I just don't want to.
I know what I knew what it costed before even they went for it. That's why I didn't do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that sounds like there's got to be a word for that. Where
Sounds
it's like there's like, oh, I knew you were gonna pay for your riches and your success. That's why I didn't go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's not,
I don't want to be like that guy either.
But I'm not. That's not how I'm being about it. Like, I'm not like shaming anyone else for doing what they do.
Yeah, because at least they had it.
Whatever, and that's what you want to do.
At least they had it.
That's what you want to do. That's fine. I'm not gonna fucking fault you for doing what you did. I just know who I am personally and what I want and don't want.
Also,
and
like how I comfortably live. Like I know.
Yeah. I don't. I just don't. Like there's. It'll just consume me to a point where I wouldn't feel like myself. And there's problems that come
unless
with
it happens that fast, where it's like you just get that lucky. Where it's like. Maybe.
Well, yeah, that's different. Then it would come to me naturally. Like it would just,
like where you just made the right candle formula and you sold the most candles at Yankee Candle or some shit. And
well, it's as if I was doing my job now and I got this huge account, just not trying, just doing what I'm doing, and it fell into my lap. Like that'd be different.
That's never gonna happen though.
Well, no, because that's not how sales work. So you don't just fucking sit around and.
You'd have to kill someone to get that kind of deal.
You gotta fuck people over, yeah. You gotta fuck people over. You gotta be annoying.
You'd have to fight enemies, and to keep that account, you'd also have to keep fighting enemies after you get the account. Yeah. That's the biggest problems with whales is that you have to fight to keep them.
Yeah.
Because like once you get them, like people will gun after you.
Well, that's what happened. Like a new guy came in and like I wasn't on top of things. I was taking care of my grandfather, and he like was like taking small accounts from me, little by little. And then I spoke to him one day. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what's your problem?
Dude, I would have fucked him up.
It's not. It's business.
No.
So like it's I was just like you like what's like because also he went after one of my customers and they came and told me. So I was like, dude, I'm like, what the fuck's your problem? What are you doing?
No,
and
dude,
he
you fuck him up and you say it's not personal, it's business. Like if you do it again, I'm gonna fuck you up harder.
Well, he stopped after this. Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you? I'm like, dude, you're not. You're like
you're not being a stand-up guy.
I was just like it's like you're not. I'm like you're doing this wrong. I'm like you're not a salesman.
Like can't you just at least say you're gonna fuck me over to my face before
no,
you
do it? I was like dude, I'm like you're not a salesman because like she sent me the email he wrote and I'm like dude, I'm like in the email he was like
good prices.
Hey, so he was just like hey like here's what I have. Call me at this number. By the way, I promise I can give you up to 10% off and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And he's also like Chris Diver sucks, by the way. He lives in like blah 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 Lemont, blah blah blah.
I even like asked him like what he said about like if they asked about me. I didn't even say that.
His phone number is 347.
I was like, I'm like you know what you're doing? Like you're just fucking getting pikers. I'm like you're a fucking piker.
You're a fucking piker.
Yeah. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like you're not a salesman. I'm like, you sent in an email, you drop your pants like that? I'm like, what are you selling? I'm like, you're not selling anything. You call, they already know the name of the company. You tell them, call this number instead, and you tell them, I'll give you better prices on everything. I'm like, that's not, and I'm like, and he's like, well, he's like, I don't know how to get customers. I'm like, this isn't how you fucking do it. I'm like, these aren't your customers. These are fucking people who don't give a shit that I'm their salesman or that you're their salesman. Like, you're not being a salesman.
Are you allowed to sell for another wholesale company while you sell from brand name?
They wouldn't be okay with that. No.
But then that
They've
would make
hired people.
But that would make
they've
you
hired people on that pretense, but they wouldn't. They're not okay with that.
That would make you a better salesman, though.
So I dealt with the guy who they hired. They hired this guy that
And he probably made some good sales because he's like, "Yo, I can't get the price here, but
he didn't.
buy this from us, and then you can buy this from them."
It's so. Let me just explain at least how it happened in my company. There was this guy, Andy. He's like what we call him like a jobber or
A scab.
Not a scab. It's not a mean way. We call him a jobber in the sense that like he works for like 6 different companies.
He's a hired gun.
Yes, he works for like 6 different companies. He carries all their books, all their products and stuff.
He's got his own book. That's his books. That's his books.
Let me fucking finish.
I'm sorry.
So he carries books from different like inventories of different companies, and he like goes around to the spots he knows, the people he knows, and he goes, "Hey, like you need from that? You want anything from here? Anything from here? Anything from here? Anything from here?" So like that's what he did.
And your bosses don't like this.
No. Well, they hired him on that pretense, but they wouldn't. He had no access to our inventory or our system.
Why?
Because you can't trust a guy like that.
Because he's gonna steal everything.
Right. Like he would like when I was talking to like Igor in the same industry, he never like we discussed like I was like, yo, I'm like, let me see what you have,
and then maybe I could pitch it to them too.
No. I wasn't gonna pitch it to my customers. It wasn't anything like that. I was like, I'm like, if you want, I'm like, show because like, Igor was like we have better prices than you. I'm like, no, you don't. And so I'm like, you just don't. So I would like he would show me things. He's like, "This is a good price." I'm like, "It's the right price." I'm like, "But I'm cheaper," and I wouldn't tell by how much because that information is so much more key.
Sure.
And yeah,
especially
and like
at the rate speed.
And like there's customers of mine that will like be like, "Oh, like I got this from somebody else. But what did you pay? Or who'd you get it from? What did you pay? I paid less, but I don't want to see who I got it from because that hurts that guy." So like knowing prices like is the game. Like if
you did find a guy who was consistently lower for everything, then you would just work for them instead.
Well, no, it's not that. It's that
Well, you
I
should.
could if I work for a different company, I could be like, hey, like this brand they have this for this, so they'll undercut them like all the time. Like why wouldn't I? I would do that all the time. And like there's the prices that they publish. But there's better. I could do better prices. I know what we pay for things.
Fast moving consumer goods is a crazy business, man.
That's what I've been doing for fucking.
It's never gonna die.
13 years.
If I were you, I would trust that over sanitation.
I'm keeping it.
If you can, you should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you have to choose between one or the other, I would rather choose the job with brand name over sanitation. Because sanitation will lock you in this fucking city. Whereas
I want to live in the city.
But if you made the money you made now in brand name, because you could do this anywhere. So if you
live
in, Florida
one of my one of my coworkers is at Sammy. Sammy lived in Florida.
Oh, it wasn't the same. He lost his juice.
Yeah,
he lost his juice.
That's what happens. Yeah. Then he came back to New York and came back to the office.
Yeah,
and he came back. He was back on top.
But you have people here, though. It's not the same for Manny or whatever the fuck his name is. Sammy. It's not the same for Sammy.
Sammy's the number 2.
Oh, you're the number 1?
No.
No.
I'm saying he was the number 2 in the company.
And he lost his juice still, like, because he moved to Florida?
Yeah.
Shit.
I lost my juice because I work from home.
But your juice is different. Your juice is less concentrate and more sustainability.
I am sustaining right now. I am not. I'm lazy. I'm not trying to grow.
Why?
Why am I lazy? I'm tired, man.
You need people to work for you.
Tried that once. Didn't work.
Well, once you get sanitation, definitely hire someone to handle all this fucking shit.
No, I tried that. It's not going to work.
Why?
I don't have as much as I used to. I tried that.
But then when you work sanitation, you will.
No. It's not. Then it's not worth. So I don't make as much as I used to. So a couple of years ago.
I know.
No. In 2019, I attempted to train someone to do my job, and offered them half of my commission if they would handle everything. No, they would have
20% would have been appropriate, but 50% you're crazy.
No, they were doing the job.
Yeah, but you. All right. Anyway, sorry, interrupt.
But that was sustainable. That was like this is a ready-made thing.
Too much. That's too much incentive. That's like saying like I can't take you serious if you offered me 20% of something, I would be like, oh,
I'm not gonna hire some random person and do that. I tried with a friend of mine, and then I spoke to my dad about doing that, and like I was just like, this doesn't work without me. It just doesn't. I could train you to do my job, but it'll take longer than that for you to understand certain things.
Well, nowadays you would be better off just training a robot to do that job.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, not the same job as you. I mean, like 40% of your job.
No, there's still a big human element in what I do.
I know there's a big human element which can't be removed, but those moments where you have to like open up a Microsoft Excel and fucking update your little fucking like brackets for every like month or sale or quarter. Yeah, I know those parts, and that's the part that you don't have to do anymore. But I know there's a learning curve, and I know right now it's like Google in the 1990s. You know, no one knew how to use Google back in like early 2000s, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, no one knows how to use AI now, but it's not going to be that way in the next 10 years. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
There's sure, but like there's,
and it's, you know what, you're going to be necessary. Like, it's going to be up to you to teach your grandfather. It's like, hey, you don't have to hire these fucking Jabberwockies. You don't need AI is going to replace fucking lawyers first, which is the scary part. Like, you're going to wonder, it's like, there's no way these imagine representing yourself and looking at your phone and giving yourself a better defense than any $10,000 a month lawyer ever could on retainer.
Nah, no way.
You're shaking your head, but it's true. What do you think lawyers function?
That won't happen. That won't happen for a long time.
Yes, there's creativity with lawyers, but like their creativity is absolutely based on precedence for law.
You ever hire a lawyer to do anything?
I had to.
For what?
Car shit. I don't want to admit to it, but yeah, car shit. Like
all right. So I'll say last year now or the year before? Yeah,
for you, it's probably property shit. I'm guessing.
No. Last year, me and my buddy drove to Atlanta for a convention, and I was driving his car. We were in Virginia.
So wait, it's car shit that you need a lawyer for, just to preface this.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah. Why else would I need it?
Yeah.
So I drove first. We left at midnight because it's best. 11 midnight's the best time to leave to drive to Florida straight. Well, that direction straight. So I'm driving. We're in Virginia, and it's about 4 in the morning, between 4 and 5 in the morning, and I'm nowhere. I'm at 95, but there's no one around me. I'm nowhere, so I'm doing like 90 something in his.
I'm just doing a little bit of 90 miles per hour. It's no big deal.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. I drive a nice turbocharged vehicle.
No, I wasn't driving my car. I was driving his Genesis GV80. Which is the SUV, which is also a fast car.
It's a nice vehicle, you know. It's a nice 4-door luxury sedan.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing.
In the left lane, I'm driving like 95, right? 94, 95.
Just a little 95 miles.
4 in the morning. I've been driving for 4 hours.
There's nobody on the road. It's fine.
I come to a bend. I go fucking cop right. I see him as I come to that bend. I'm like, fuck. Pulls me over.
Everyone's driving like this, bro. Like, come on, officer.
He pulls me over. He's like, "No, I pulled you over," and I was like, "No."
You should have just been like, "Yeah."
No, you don't. Don't say yes.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
You have to.
Because then you admit that you were doing something wrong.
But you were doing something wrong, and he saw you doing something wrong. It
doesn't matter. It's conjecture at that point.
Yeah, but you can't treat it.
You never admit to fault everything. So you know your Miranda rights.
All right, you know what?
You know your Miranda rights.
I'm interrupting your story.
Listen,
Finish your story, and I'll tell you Ruben's story.
You know your Miranda rights. Everything you say can and will be used against you
in the court of law.
So he's like, "No, I pulled you over." I'm like, "No." And he's like, "You're doing my like I need something there." I was like, if that was the case, I'm like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "I've been driving for like 4 hours." I'm like, "Me and my buddy are like driving to Atlanta for a convention." And he's like, "Oh, that's an excuse to do like I need something." And I was like,
"That's a good way. Do the actual impression. Like, how did he actually sound? Like,
I remember how he sounded like an asshole. I remember how he sounded.
Come on.
No, he didn't sound. He didn't have like.
Did he have a high voice, low voice?
He had a low voice because he's trying to be a tough guy because he's a fucking cop in Virginia. No, like he didn't have like a southern drawl or anything like that. Anything recognizable. Like I was like, it was fucking 4:30 in the morning, and like it wasn't like I did anything that wrong. and he was like treating it like it was like I just fucking did the most wrong thing in
Like
the world.
shot a child.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's doing excuses. I'm like, no, sir. I'm just explaining to you, like, you know, where I'm coming from.
Are you giving me sass?
No, I was like, I'm just explaining to you where I'm coming from. And so he goes back and writes me a ticket, and he writes me the full ticket, which is 30.
Failing signal,
30
failing to abide by
35 over, which is a felony. He could have arrested. He could take me to jail, which he didn't. And I fucking stopped myself from letting myself go like get arrested.
Yeah, you're like looking at the ticket like, bro.
I'm that kind of asshole where like,
bro, are you serious? Yeah. And he's like, what? You wanna give me lip, son?
Yeah, it was just he's like, that's an excuse. I'm like, no, sir, I'm just telling you where I'm coming from. That's all. I'm like, I've been driving for a few hours.
And he might as well have written on the ticket, this motherfucker was trying to kill people.
New York motherfucker
was trying to kill people. Yeah. Like, that's pretty much what he wrote on the ticket. Yeah. He was trying to kill people. So, like,
that's a felony, what he wrote before. Like, I could go to fucking... He could have taken me in that night.
So you need a lawyer.
Right. So, yeah, finished the rest of the trip, I'm fucking upset.
Pissed.
Pissed.
So I'm going to go to prison. There's a chance I might go to prison.
Fuck it, I didn't go more than 15 over on the ride back. Actually, I think when we got to Virginia, I was...
Out of spite, I would have gone 50 over. I just out of spite. I was
doing 35 over. And fucking 95 changes. It goes from 70 to 60 to 70. Bullshit. He was right where it went from 70 to 60.
But you were flying, though.
I was doing 95. Yeah, I was doing 94, 95.
You were fucking flying.
But I looked at him like, he wrote me for the full thing? Like, you never do that. You don't write.
You know what the problem was? He didn't know that you knew what you were doing.
Of course,
he didn't know that you knew.
But
you knew what you were doing.
He saw New York plates. He's like, "Fuck this guy."
He doesn't know what he's doing.
No, he's just like, "Fuck this New Yorker."
No, that's what he said. He was like, he doesn't know what he's doing. Fuck this New Yorker.
No, it says why he got pissed at me and yelled at me because I knew what I was doing and that's what I was saying. What I was doing.
Oh, so it was like that. He was like,
I was all here. I was in my bearings. I'm like, hey man, it's 4:30 in the morning.
He was like, look at this cowboy.
I had to drive to Atlanta.
Billy the Kid over here.
So I get back. I start getting fucking 100 letters from lawyers in Virginia. I'm going through them.
That's why you got the lawyers about my accident, by the way, because you had your own lawyer shit too going on.
For your thing?
Yeah.
I didn't get a lawyer. I told you.
Yeah. A lawyer called you.
Yeah, a lawyer sent me mail saying I should sue you because I was in the car.
That's what I'm saying. Don't you know the minute you call any lawyer, you get put on like a UCC list kind of
No, you have to call a lawyer. You don't have to call a lawyer. I didn't call a lawyer. I got home. I started getting letters from lawyers.
That day?
Virginia.
That day?
No, the next week when I got home. I didn't call anybody.
Really?
They had my address because I got flagged. They had my address. They started fucking... Dude, I got like 10 things a day. So like I start like even my fucking landlord brought it up. He's like, "What happened in Virginia?" I'm like,
"Oh, you know why? Because you got put out as a felon." They're like, "Hey, you're a felon. You need a lawyer."
They're like, "Hey, man."
Because I never got a case that.
They're
fucking,
like, "Hey, exactly." Like, "Hey, man, you're in rough shit."
Dude, I did bad shit, but no one's ever charged me for felony like that. Like that's fucking crazy.
I go through them, and one of them, I'm just going through them, and like I don't know the difference between who's a good lawyer or a bad lawyer because these are all bullshit. Like, I'll represent you. And
no, you got to pick the Jewish lawyer with a lot of vowels in his last name.
So, that's how that works.
Yeah.
So, whatever. The one I picked was, it's because they charged a flat rate. They charged, like, I think it was like $200, something like that. Whatever it was. So I called him, and he's like, what's the reference number? Because it's like they send out hundreds of these a day. Like, it's not like they knew who I am and wanted to care.
And then you told him.
I give him the number. I give him the number, and he's like, the reference number. He's like, okay. He's like, yeah. I'm like, and there's a flat fee. He's like, yeah.
And you give him the case number.
He's like, can I get He's like, all right. He's like, what I'm gonna need is explain to me what happened, and I'm gonna need like a copy of your record from the New York DMV. And my record is clean. I have no points, no nothing. So I explained that to him. I told him that first. I'm like, I have nothing on my record. I'm like completely clean. And he's like, so like, why were you in Virginia? I was like, I was driving to a convention in Atlanta with my friend. He's like, oh wait, so you were there? Like you were going there to work? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm a small business owner. I'm like, I was going there for business, for work. Like I was working. And he was like, oh, it's all right, good. Like, yeah, I could use that. I'm like, yeah, you should fucking use that. I'm like, yeah. That's what I tried to tell him. Like,
God damn it, you should use that.
And like the next thing he was like, he's like, what'd you tell the cop?
Nothing.
I was like, nothing. He's like, he's like, what do you ask you? I'm like, he said, you know
What
why
were
I
you
pulled
doing
you
in
over?
this?
No, he said, you know why I pulled you over? And I said, no. He was like, perfect. He's like, what'd you else tell him? I told him we're going to Atlanta for this. And he's like, excellent, great. He's like, don't worry about it. I got you.
Got you out of it, yeah.
Dropped. Yeah.
Amazing.
I was like stressing out, like, oh, I'm gonna have to fucking drive to Virginia.
Pay $1,000.
Yeah, get a hotel, pay $1,000, get fucked. Like, yeah.
But he was just like, oh, you told him nothing? You told him no? Good.
Yeah. I watched. My dad was a cop. My dad was like, you tell cops, you tell them fucking nothing.
You know why I pulled you over? No.
No. What's he gonna do? Write me a bigger ticket? Like, no. You never. Everything you say can and will be used against you. It's not and maybe. It's and will.
But you need a lawyer though.
Oh, you need a lawyer, yeah, because you look like an asshole without a lawyer.
How much did you pay the lawyer?
It was a flat rate, like I said, like $250, something like that.
That's amazing.
And the fine could have, like, I was looking at what the fine could have been. It could have been upwards of $700.
There is a problem with that though.
I could have let it go completely and just never been allowed in Virginia ever again.
So the problem is not your situation, but there is another situation. Like, imagine you're a kid from Long Island. You're like 20-something years old. You work on Wall Street. You made a fuck ton of money, and you bought yourself a Porsche or a Ferrari or something, and you live in Long Island. And every single day you commute home. You're going 70 because everyone's going 70.
It's Bell Parkway, yeah.
You just happen to drive a fucking Lambo, a Ferrari, or a Porsche. You're always going to get stopped.
Yeah,
and you know you're going to be able to get out of it. However, imagine you commute 5 days a week, and that commute home, you're going to be driving 70 on the Bell Parkway like everyone else. However, you're going to get stopped.
You know, I did that.
You're going to pay, imagine having to pay $200 5 days a week. Dude, can you afford that?
No, you're an idiot.
Exactly.
No, you're an idiot if that happens, because I drove.
You shouldn't be driving your fucking sports car then.
You're an idiot then, yeah, because I drove to Long Island for work 2 to 3 days a week for 4 years, and I spent on the Belt Parkway because I knew exactly where to speed and when to speed, and I never got pulled over.
But also, you weren't driving like a fucking dickhead car, you know, like you were driving like a normal vehicle, you know, like as opposed to.
I was an Infiniti Q50.
Yeah. Like, put it this way, if you're a fucking cop and like who are you gonna really.
Yes, they pull over guys in cars like that.
If you know you're technically above the speed limit, it's like you know he's got money. Like, yeah. You don't feel bad about it. You're like, he's the one.
No, I know, yeah. That's why here I can talk myself out of it.
So this is why, like, I think remember those YouTube channels I showed you where like if I was a cop.
Yeah, those guys pissed me off.
Yeah. That's how they became like that, because they were those guys. They made money off of like the pandemic. Because when pandemic happened, like a lot of stocks crashed, so they chipped into Nvidia, and then what happened? They got rich. And what do you do when you get rich? You buy cars, and they got stopped. You know, working their fucking jobs in the city, and they just started running from cops instead. So now, like, cops will stop you if you're going like 70 on the Belt Parkway. You know, driving like a
Depends
Porsche.
Where.
Yeah, but anyway, this concludes the second part. Those are expensive.
Fucking blind, man. Why you leave him on the toilet then? You ever see that Simpsons episode where Henry Kissinger leaves his glasses in the bathroom and Homer picks them up? That's what reminded me of that. Because I could see their Ray-Bans.
I was thinking about getting Meta glasses.
I have Meta glasses.
Are they good?
Yeah, I like them. They're cool. I wore them.
Wait, which ones do you have? Do you have the real like high-tech ones, or do you have the stupid fucking gay little old gen ones?
No, I don't have the old gen ones. I have the Meta ones with the speakers here, and it takes commands.
No, I'm talking about the ones that have the AR capability, where it's like you put them on, and it's like if I look at you, I'm like,
no,
show me, you know,
it gives you like an overlay. That's brand new. I don't have that. I bought these on sale last year.
You gotta get those, man. Get the AR.
It's the most I ever spent on sunglasses. I'm not about to spend that shit again.
But with the AR shit, that's the next level. I
wore them for when I went to the World Cup game, and
oh yeah, you're trying to record shit.
I told you I was trying to record shit, and when I would say like, "Hey Meta, like take a picture," it would like I'd get a confirmation, but I wouldn't get a confirmation when I said, "Hey Meta, take a video." So like I have 10 videos of me telling Meta to take a video. It's a great picture.
That is not bad. No, for me it would be like
good pictures.
Those are good pictures. It's a big ass field.
MetLife.
All right, so what if like, you know, instead I think the future of it is like if we get the latest Gen 1s where it's like me and you had it, I'll be like, hey Meta, play Chris in a game of laser tag. And then like our fingers would be like the laser guns. Yeah. And then we would actually like you'd see the score thing and everything and like we could actually play and take cover and stuff.
It'd be cool.
It would be beyond cool. It would be incredible.
It'd be beyond cool.
It would be incredible, man.
Not here. Where does that go? I think I'm on the Meta app.
What if like if we had AR capability, augmented reality, like we could have Pokemon battles? You know, it's like
I've always wanted that.
I would be like we would both put on the glasses like and we would see the Pokeballs appear in our hands, I'd throw it and Pikachu comes out and your fucking Charmander comes out. And I'm like, yo, Chris, my Pikachu is gonna fucking rape your Charmander.
Impossible.
And you're like, no, it won't.
Not
Your
likely.
Pikachu's a girl and my Charmander's a boy. And I'm like,
All right, well, you don't have to be a man to rape. Women rape.
my female Pikachu is gonna tie you down and get your Charmander erect and forcibly.
Hey, Ben, like you ever like had sex forced upon you? It's a little. It exists. It happens.
Yes, I have. I've been tied up in an intricate trap like in Saw, and then I had Viagra Blue Chews forcefully shoved in my mouth.
Oh yeah, because that'd be
and
faster.
then a device to make me chew the Blue Chew because you have to chew the Blue Chew.
you
Otherwise,
have to. Yeah, you can't. Can you swallow it? I don't know if you could swallow it.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Does it take longer?
You got to Blue Chew the Blue. You got.
Does it work if you chew? I feel like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like chewing.
You got to
something.
chew the Blue Chew, man. Otherwise,
But how do you get it in your bloodstream then if you chew it?
it activates.
It activates.
It
It
activates.
activates.
Like a glow stick. You crack the glow stick. It's like your erect penis, you know. After you do the Blue Chews, you crack it.
You ever take a blue chew?
No, is it good?
All I know is that it actually turns your tongue blue.
Well, I told you about the honey pack, right?
Yeah.
Imagine having like in a single night a Blue Chew, a honey pack, a Viagra, and a Cialis.
So a heart attack.
That's what it's gonna do.
It's a heart attack. My coworker.
It's like they all say if you have an erection for longer than 4 hours, exactly 4 hours.
That happened to my coworker. He told like
You had to call the paramedics?
This is years ago. This is like before like Blue Chew and stuff. Like when
Before
he
when they had Viagra. and
No.
stuff.
He was like a teenager and he like got gas station like dick pills. And like he was like I took it, like we went to a motel, we banged and like
I came.
yeah, and he's like and like it just didn't go away.
It didn't go away.
Yeah, he's like he's like I was still hard.
It didn't go away.
He was like, it didn't go. I was still hard. And
I was still bothered in my penis.
Yeah, and she was like, I don't think that's okay. Like,
You gotta call the doctor.
He looked it up and was like, oh shit. So he called an ambulance.
He looked it up.
They had to drain the blood from his dick.
That's a fun story though.
Because I remember we were talking about it once. He's like, bro, just don't do those.
If I was a woman, I would have been like, "That's so hot. Your dick was so hard." They had.
He
to
probably
drip."
never spoke to her, right? Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, that's right. I needed medical attention. So hard I was.
Yeah. It's like you should have seen the other guy.
Well, the other. You think this is hard? She was probably in the air and it's like, oh my god, I don't know how this happened.
You should have seen the paramedic. He was scared.
I'd be scared. I'd be like,
He was scared not for me. He was scared of me.
I'd be scared for him. I'd be like,
He's like, "That's the angriest looking penis I've ever seen in my career."
right? Like it's. I've ever been aggressively hard.
Oh no. Oh no. So yeah, you got to try a honey pack for us.
No, there's no. Why would I do that?
They're not FDA approved. but
Exactly. Why would I do that?
They're IDA approved.
What's IDA?
Indian Drug Administration. Come on, that's good
No.
enough.
I could easily. It's so easy to get them now.
What, honey packs
No, to get Cialis or Viagra
or Blue Chews
or yeah.
or Hims?
Well, it's the same drug, but yes, Hims makes things too easy. I was in like I was feeling particularly depressed once, as I always am, and like I used Hims for my hair, and that worked. So
What do you mean it worked?
It'll work. Like my hair was like thinning, so I signed up for their like hair treatment thing.
And it worked?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Do I have hair?
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it worked.
Yeah.
So
My
we have a
hair-
cure. So
yeah.
we have.
My hair
Shit.
like got thicker. My hair like stopped falling out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can't believe that works.
Doesn't work for everybody, but it worked for me. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't work for everybody?
No.
Like black people or Asian people or something
I
like
don't know
that?
about that. I like a friend of mine.
Well, it's like AIDS medication apparently got shut down because it worked better for black people, and they were like, we can't have this on the market. No, I'm serious. Like back in the 80s, they came up with a drug that like cured AIDS.
I've heard that, yeah.
But they were like, oh no, it works too well for black people and not well enough for white people. But I'm like, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, so whatever for him is like the person who talked me into it, it actually didn't work for them. But he started at the same time as me, and it worked for me. And I don't know if like he like stuck with it the way I did, but I got like they gave me a pill, a prescription shampoo and conditioner, and then a topical I was supposed to use. I never used the topical.
I bet all that was bullshit. The pill was the only one that was important.
So the pill and the I never used the topical because it bugged me because I was reading about the topical and it was like it could cause hair loss to start. So I was like, that sounds like
that
bullshit.
sounds counterproductive.
Yeah, I'm like I can't afford that. No, fuck that. So I never took that. So I did the pill and the shampoo and conditioner, and then after I think I took the pill for like 3 years, and then I stopped. Now I only use the shampoo and conditioner, and that's been like 2 or 3 years since. So for me, it worked. And if you know anything about Hims, they're constantly selling you like, hey, you losing hair? Hey, your dick don't work? Hey, you feel depressed? And I'm like, sometimes I feel 2 or 3 out of those.
Let me ask you though, if it didn't work, would you just shave your whole head?
Yeah, if it didn't work, yeah.
But you would still keep your beard? So you'd be like a bald bearded guy, like a Viking?
I guess.
That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
I mean, I would have always kept my beard. I like having a beard, and it grows in very thick. And like there's several people have like told me, like I remember like my old barber, like I had let my beard grow out a little bit longer than I used to at that point in time, and he was like, bro, he's like, I think he was Albanian, but he was like, bro, he's like, it's a nice fucking beard. He's like, it should stick. He's like, you should keep growing out. I'm like, nah, I just haven't shaved in a while. He's like, no, I'm serious, because I used to keep like 5 o'clock shadow, if you remember.
What'll be mad awesome is like right before we did the podcast, you just drank like 5 beard growing tonics.
Yeah, you've said it before.
And in
yeah,
the middle of the podcast, it
that's
just
not,
grows.
Yes, that's not real. You said that though before.
I did?
Yes, you had. I think last time we've done before.
What? That you would drink a beard growing
The beard tonic thing, yeah, the Red Dead beard tonic thing. But no, like if I had lost my hair, I would have given up at some point. That's why, like when I did the Hims, I was right like there. It was COVID. It was right before COVID, I think. Yeah, it was right before COVID.
I think you could pull off being bald very well. If you were bald with a beard, that would be sick.
Yeah.
I can imagine you bald with a beard, but with a cowboy hat. And
Cowboy
also
hat.
like Oakley sunglasses. And
No,
you'd be really good at poker.
well,
And you'd be so good at poker.
I don't like cowboy hats, and I do not like Oakleys.
And
I
you don't like
Ray-Bans.
poker?
No, I mean I like poker, but I'm not that great at it.
All right. I think you would have like a
But then I had to put on like a whole Southern drawl. I have to make a whole like shtick of
How
it.
about this? How about...
Remember the guy when I was playing blackjack
Yeah.
at that casino? Remember the cowboy that came and sat next to me?
You don't like him?
No, I didn't like him because I felt like he was fucking doing a thing. He was putting on a shtick.
All right. What about Ray-Bans, bald beard, but with a Blues Brothers suit?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, with the hat too.
I've done that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd probably look like an Hasidic Jew if I had the hat. Well, no, it'd have to be the bowler, right? Is that
Let me
what that
ask you
is?
this though: what bald or not, hair out of the question. If you went to prison, would you join the neo-Nazi gang?
I would join, honestly, whoever would take me and stop me from being raped.
The
Yes.
black people. They'd be like,
I
"You
would-
all right, white boy? We'll protect you from getting ass raped."
I would try to join the Nation of Islam if I could, but they don't like white guys.
What if there was a choice between you either run the risk of getting ass raped for
The other
your whole
one,
3 years,
the other one,
or
the other
you
one.
suck one guy's dick?
No, stop it.
Just one guy's.
That's not
what
how
do you
that
mean?
works.
Stop it! I just.
That's
gave
not
you
how
the
that works.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
You want to be protected, boy?
And you believe that guy? You'd believe that guy?
How do I know you're
I'm
not
not
lying?
fucking stupid.
What if he's like this? He's like, how about this? Instead of this, it's either you suck my dick right now or I stab you in the throat for being in my cell.
Stab me in the goddamn throat.
You're not gonna do it?
No, I don't want to do that. I mentally I can't do that. I'm
What
not that
if
kind
it
of
meant you're gonna
survivor.
die?
I'm a survivor, but I'm not that kind of survivor. I can find other ways.
I'm not that kind of survivor. You know what it reminds me of? Remember the butterfly effect with Ashton Kutcher? The scene where he's in the prison.
So long. I don't remember specific parts. There's a scene where he's in prison. He has to do that, and
then he just stabs the guy in the dick, and then he gets the notebook back, and then he immediately he writes in it to get out of that situation. You wouldn't have a notebook in that situation.
No,
by the way.
There wouldn't be a notebook for me to get.
To travel back in time.
No, that's not how that would work. I'd imagine if I ever,
even if you did believe it, it's like you would write in the notebook. It's like,
there's a notebook.
Wait, what's going?
There's a notebook at the end. No.
You're like, why am I not going back in time? They'd be like, what are you talking about, dude? We're just gonna kill you.
This guy's weird. I don't want blowjobs from him anymore. I'd imagine if I ever went to prison, it would be a white collar prison. Because this is the type of crimes that I'm most likely to commit anyway.
I heard that the prison's not actually full of, like, Gen Pop is different, but like those
Gen Pop is different.
The kind of prison you would end up with
wouldn't be like
it
that.
Wouldn't be like that.
Yes, and that's what I lean on. I don't. It's not a big fear of mine.
No, people actually in New York City they shut down a lot of locations since the pandemic.
Yeah.
So
the silent prison's been closed forever.
I don't even know
They're
if I
trying
should
to close
say this.
Rikers or
my boss was inside with two people. Diddy and Mangione. He talked to Mangione. He hung out with Mangione while he was inside.
Yeah, you mentioned Mangione.
And through that, like I found Mangione's sister's Instagram.
Because they would have been white. They would have been. Your boss would have gone to a good prison.
No, there's only 2 prisons now. It's all the same shit.
Well, just because you get arrested in New York and sentenced in New York doesn't mean you go to a prison in New York.
There are no prisons in New York, is what I'm saying. There's only like 2 locations.
No, there's for white collar, like what level of
before I think it's kind of like a limbo between say Rikers and federal prison upstate.
So that's like being you're in holding.
Holdings.
Yeah,
Holdings.
you're in holding, and
Holdings.
that's in Manhattan, or depending what borough.
And they've
what county.
Well, there used to be more, and apparently they funneled it
the
down.
Tombs. That's what they call it, the Tombs.
The Tombs.
The Tombs. Yeah.
And Luigi Mangione is currently being held in the Tombs.
Not anymore.
So is Diddy. No, yeah, still.
No, not anymore.
Still.
No, the Tombs is a go-between, like you just said.
No, that's not the bookings. The bookings is different.
No, the Tombs is like you're waiting to go somewhere else. The Tombs is not where you stay. They are building a prison or they built it in Chinatown, but I don't know what level that is.
Yo, did you see the video of I think it was Florida, of the girl on the balcony, and then she lived across the street from a prison, and they were like, yo, Adriana, twerk for them. And she shook her ass. The whole building was like, yo! You never saw that video?
I stories about whenever Ali Sadiq?
Yeah.
You know Ali Sadiq?
Yeah, I know Ali Sadiq.
Oh, that's right. Remember that when James drove us up to PA, we listened to his whole album? Yeah. I love Ali Sadiq.
Yeah. So
his prison stories, they sound like a nightmare to me, on many levels, but on one level, it sounds like going being in an all boys high school, and I have no interest in doing that. Just as I had no interest in doing that as a teenager and didn't go to Farrell.
That's what I'm saying. You did go to Farrell, though.
I didn't go to Farrell. Farrell was up the block. I didn't go to Farrell. I went to C. Unisex. I didn't get laid. But still.
Look, ready?
That's awesome.
The whole prison was like, yo! Twerk for them, please. And she twerked.
God bless her.
Yeah. I'm gonna see that one more time. Such good content, though. You gotta admit.
That's hysterical.
The whole building was like, yo!
Oh, so the prison they're building in Chinatown is going to replace the Tombs, and is also going to replace Rikers. Yeah, it's crazy. They're going to fucking build a prison that's going to.
They're going to replace Rikers. You can't replace Rikers.
They are with a brand new prison in Chinatown.
Dude, that's gonna be some good marketing.
Marketing.
No, I mean for the prisoners, like they're gonna be able to get in. Like weekend warriors are gonna be able to get in some good shit.
What do you mean weekend? No, if you're a weekend warrior, you get kept in the prisoner holdings. You don't go unless you're. I guess if you're arrested in Manhattan, then you would go there.
No, the whole.
You've never been arrested like in Manhattan, right?
No.
No, I don't know anyone who has.
I've been arrested in Brooklyn, but not in Manhattan. Oh, I've been arrested in Brooklyn, but not in
I've
Manhattan.
been arrested only in Staten Island. Where in Brooklyn?
Remember where I used to live on Neptune? Oh, right off Ocean
Right.
Parkway. I got arrested on Coney Island, right down there with Stan and Marina,
Shit. You know what? It's
Stanislav and Marina.
if I had known my uncle was a sergeant, I think at that precinct. That's the 7-0 or the 7-1.
It's the precinct of Coney Island. You know, like
Right, but I don't remember the number. But
if you got popped around that beach area, like that's where you were gonna go. We got popped, and
my uncle was
all they did was keep us in the fucking
in the cells there. Yeah.
for like 10 hours, and then they just let us out.
Yeah, they just keep you there. Like I picked up for a warrant. They picked me up, brought me to the 122, kept me in the cell until fucking the courthouse opened. So I was in there for like 2-3 hours.
Yo, me and Jordan.
I remember.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good night.
And called me for that.
But they didn't do anything to us.
I'm like, what? What do you mean?
I mean, we definitely
you were breaking into cars.
we definitely
Allegedly.
we definitely were allegedly breaking.
Allegedly.
But do you know why they let us off the hook?
Because that guy beat the shit out of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he came out with sticks with two
Yeah.
fucking like Filipino martial arts things, and he fucked my ass up. And as soon as like the judge saw everything, they were like, "Case dismissed. Like, I'm dropping this. Like, get the fuck out of this courtroom." And we're like, "All right, bye." Like, I thought that was a beating that was worth taking.
I was about to say, like, but that was
yeah.
justice. Like, wouldn't you agree? Like, that's like
It's perfect.
That's how. Yeah,
That's perfect for a boys' night out. It's like,
yo,
it's like-
exactly.
yeah.
You immediately got the consequences of your actions.
And we went to jail for the few nights, and it's
Yeah.
like, get the
went
fuck
for the-
out.
we're there
They
for-
were just like, get the fuck out of here.
Here for the
Like,
weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
We went in on Saturday,
Yeah,
and we didn't
called
get out
me.
till Monday.
I remember Ann called me and she was like,
Jordan in the cell. He was in the cell at JC. He's like, I fucking hate you. And then after when we were leaving the court, he was like, Yo, I fucking love you.
I remember that Ann called me.
And was like, I don't understand. Why did they just let you go? I was like, because we didn't do. I said
because you were doing.
because we didn't do anything. No, it's because that guy beat the fucking shit out of me.
Yeah, I remember that story.
He came out with sticks. He was like, blah blah.
But would you prefer that's how things go? Like,
No, to me, that's like the best case scenario.
yeah, 100%.
That's the best case scenario.
100%, yeah.
And we went back for some of the money too, which is great. Fuck, that was a good night.
You use money in their car. I keep a couple singles in my car, but that's about it.
That was awesome.
And I remember that story. Ann called me and she's like, my Jordy, he's in jail.
Nah, but we got out. We got off that. We got off that shit real quick.
Yeah.
All you got to do is take a beating, man. Once you get that, and
like cops then were like, well, shit, they got their beating.
I wasn't trying, and I told the cops, like, I said nothing about it. Like, they knew I wasn't trying to like make a stink about it. They were just like, he doesn't give a fuck.
You
Like,
made us think about it. They would have gone through the whole process with you, and then like at the end of the line, you probably could have sued.
but they were straight up like, they were looking for something. They were expecting me to complain. I was like,
Right,
nah,
yeah.
I'm good. Like,
Well, once you like let them know like there's going to be no additional paperwork, they're like, oh, fantastic. I don't want, because that's the biggest thing with cops. Is that
I
they
could have
don't
been like,
want
I have a
paperwork.
lawyer, and they're like, oh,
That's the thing. They don't want paperwork.
But
that's
no.
why, like, if you ever call the cops about something, the first thing they're gonna say is like, well, you know, we like, it's not much we could do.
Yeah.
So it's like, we'll write a goddamn report, and so I don't want to write a report. Like, it's the last thing they want to do.
Being a juvenile delinquent was so fun. It was the best because the cops like they didn't hate you for it, you know. Unless you're a criminal, like selling drugs or selling guns or like shooting people or hurting people. Like if you're a kid, like back when I was getting arrested, like they didn't care. Like they thought they had fun with you, you know.
For the most part, but there was a pair of run-ins that like weren't that way. Like you weren't there that night at B2, right? 2B, what do you ever call it? You know
The bunker.
Not the bunker.
Oh no, the
baseball
the
field.
baseball
on
field.
Highland.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't there that night.
Why did they beat someone up or rape somebody?
So there was a big to do. There was a little party there. I got there with some people.
I can imagine it.
Yeah, and the cops came, so we all booked it and
We all booked it.
Yeah, we all booked it.
Like a fucking West Side Story.
Do you use that term in that? Whatever, we booked it, and I remember running down this fucking long path. Because there's a path behind, like, back. I remember running down this long path.
Okay, there, S.C. Hinton.
All right.
That was good. Come
Being
on.
descriptive. You gotta be a writer, being descriptive.
You know S.C. Hinton too. That's the funny part.
So we're like, yeah, we're just booking it down this path, and then I like, I think I came there with Goon, but running down this path, there's people behind me, Goon's like in front of me, and I could hear the boys behind, in the back. I could see their flashlights, and they're threatening to like take out their guns and do shit.
We shoot you.
So yeah, literally, like fuck. So I fucking just dive into the fucking reeds to my right. A couple people did as well. Behind me.
It's like Hunger Games.
Yeah. And then they fucking like they walked up to each one and like flashed their lights and had a gun out. And like I was like, what was I, 16? So like when they got to me, I got up. And they lined us all up and had us fucking laying our stomachs like on the side of the road in the fucking dirt. I remember I was
like Vietnam.
Yeah, exactly. It's a serious thing. I remember it was
get on the ground, belly down, belly down.
It was me. Who they got was me.
Palsy.
No. I'll never forget who I was called with because me and Steve Matei still talk about this to this day.
Steve Matei.
That's the day we became friends. It's like there's me. I was fucking right next to Giordano. There was Steve Matei, Derek, and then Big Matt. Goon was who I came with.
But he wasn't there.
Goon kept going. He never stopped.
Smart.
Exactly. Yeah. I realized my mistake was stopping. I could say yeah. That's because I should have gone.
I remember meeting up with you later that night, and you were like, "Yo, the cops fucked with us."
Maybe I'm not sure. So whatever, they all fucking line up on the ground like this. They come up to us and they're like, "What are you doing here? What's your name?" And I'm like, "I like baseball. My name's like my name's Mike." They go to Mike, "What's your name?" And he's like, "My name's Mike." And like they go, "Steve, what's your name?" "My name's Mike." They're like, "All right, fucking dickheads." They were like, "Who ran off?" And I'm like, "I have no idea." We have no idea. I've never met that guy before in my life. And they're like, "All right, like, what are you guys doing here?" I'm like, "I never met him before." I'm like, "We don't know who each other are. Like, we've never met each other."
We like baseball.
Yeah, I'm like, I was going for a walk in the park. That's all. So like they were just like frustrated. They were fine.
And you were drunk.
I wasn't even that drunk because I had to fucking ditch whatever beer I had.
And probably smoked some.
I wasn't there for it was probably a different stone, but I wasn't there for that long and I had no weed on me. So,
that's when Sour Diesel was good and orange.
There was sour D and what else was there?
Purple Haze.
Sour D
or Silver Haze.
And then Regs. It was Regs, Sour D's,
and
Sour
Haze.
Diesel and Purple Haze.
That's it. Those are the only 3 weeds we got.
Alexi was my first. Alexi, right? Was that who was the dealer? And
either way, it was some Russian Jewish kid.
Yeah, or whatever. So that happened, and like we all kind of bonded over that because none of us. Because I still don't like Mike to this day. But like we all were like none of us like just crumbled. So like it was like all right, we became like cool after that.
No, those are the shysters of Staten Island, like the Bay Terrace, Great Hills adjacent, natives. They were fucking shysters.
Yeah.
All of them.
So they eased up on us, let us all leave. And as we're walking out, this cop like is super intense and actually pulls his gun out and points it at each one of us one at a time.
Really?
Trying to scare us into something. Even though the other cops already given up on us. And like it just blew my mind because it just fucked me up. It's just like,
I never had a gun pointed at me before.
No, a criminal has never pointed a gun at me before. And you're doing it? Yeah. And then like the rest of the story is like
and ever since then I was a liberal.
No, not before that. But so like so we all left 2B, whatever, let us go. They never caught anybody else. We only guys stopped. So we all
left. Get the fuck out of here.
We all left, and it was me, Derek, Giordano, Steve Matei, and Big Matt, and we got into somebody's car and we were like, "You guys want to get stoned?" Yeah, of course. So they pull out whoever was driving. I remember the driver. It may have been Derek, it may have been Big Matt. I don't quite remember.
And they cracked a white.
I just remember.
White owl.
I was just
gutted it.
No.
And then
So that's the thing. I was behind the driver. I was in the passenger seat behind the driver. They gave me the white owl to crack. So he pulled up somewhere in Bay Terrace. I opened the door, I cracked the blunt. Fucking lights. As
Oh,
I'm
no.
cracking the blunt, I'm like, fuck.
You get stopped again?
Stopped again.
Oh no.
They were like, what are you guys doing? We're like,
I'm
hey,
just
man.
gutting a cigar.
We were just like, hey man, this is the second fucking time this happened tonight. Can you leave us alone? They were like, no. They made us get out. They were like, we know what you're doing. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. They made us,
I don't know what you're
I don't know what
talking
you're
about.
talking about. I'm like, I don't like cigars. They made us get out. And I mean specifically, they made us put our hands on the back of the car.
Was it summer?
Yeah. Yeah, I finished high school. It was the
So it
summer.
must have been hot.
It was after high school, I'm pretty sure. So it was the summer or whatever after high school. So yeah, I remember like they had us put our hands on the back of the car, and they asked for ID and stuff like that. So like my dad was a cop, so I gave my ID and I gave him like my PBA card, and he was like, "Oh, what's this?" I'm like, "My dad's a detective." And he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Your dad must not be a very good detective. He doesn't know you're smoking pot." I took my hands off the back of the car and like I turned and looked at him and was like, "Dude," I'm like, "Why would you say that?" And then he apologized, gave it back to me, and let us all go. I don't know if that's what did it, but he was like, "Oh, like I shouldn't have said that to him because I don't know his situation."
Probably not.
No, that was the night.
It's a fucked up night, dude.
Great night. I remember every moment of it. Fantastic.
Well,
Why did I start off on this?
well, all right. So
Oh, we're talking about like how cops used to bug us.
I would like everyone to know that out of everyone who was left, like, you know, just like a movie montage, like the epilogue, Chris is the only one that made it out of that whole crew alive. Everyone else is dead.
No,
Everyone
no.
else in that story is pretty much dead.
That's not true.
Yeah.
I just saw Steve last week at a wedding.
All right, Matt's dead.
That's dead.
Steve Matei is basically.
I just saw
Steve Matei reached enlightenment, so he's no longer amongst the mortals like us. All right, Mike Giordano
Steve's
has become
fantastic.
such an addict where he's no longer amongst the mortals, and then Derek is a career criminal. He's a straight up gangster thug.
Yeah, I've heard stuff.
So like,
Me and him always got along.
so out of all of them, that whole crew that night, Chris is the only one that made it out alive. It's just like that movie Stand By Me. You know, so you got a gun pointed at you and everything. You know,
Kids wanna see a dead body.
That whole night, I could make a movie out of that whole night. Instead of like you guys as teenagers, it would just be you as like 12-year-olds. It's like there'd be cops pointing guns.
Years
at
later,
you.
me and Steve talked for the first time, and like, because we never talked years before that.
You would
He
see
was
like
"Do you
the
remember
four
that
of you
guy?"
like walking out of the park, like, and it's like
Yeah, the
one
four,
by
and
one.
like
they disappear.
at the time, I didn't like Big
Mike
Matt either.
Giordano, he ended up in prison. Big Matt,
It's like
he
the end
ended
of,
up
like,
dead.
like the end of like Goodfellas or Casino,
yeah.
or
Yeah, the final
Irishman.
scene is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Big Matt
Yeah.
ended up dead.
Shot in the head in 1967. Yeah.
Giordano ended up in prison 2027.
I wish.
Derek was on the run. He actually made a good run of it before he ended up shot dead in Mexico. And as for me, well, I just became another sucker, another working stiff. And you're just like looking there dead-eyed in the camera while your wife and kids are like playing. It's like we
where's
love
our
you, we love you. And you're like, I just want to kill myself. And I wish I was a mafia man killing people and making money. You're like,
Somewhat accurate.
that's
But
so.
yeah, some of them are very mean. Some cops. I think that's why I started that story. Some of them realized like, yeah, you guys are kids. Like it's not a big deal. And others were like dicks. Like there was the one time I was actually arrested was for me and Igor it was right after Sandy. Like there was we were driving around New York.
Yeah, I just want to preface this, by the way, by saying I do not give a single flying fuck about the time any of us were arrested because we did way worse things that we should have been arrested for.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not like
Anyway,
I'm
continue.
Not
What were
looking
you
back
saying?
on it with contempt. Like I'm just.
It's fun. I'm just saying it's
Calling
funny.
the times.
It's
Yeah,
funny that like the things we would have got, we did get arrested for, and the things we were caught for were nothing in comparison to the things we
it was
actually.
it was always light.
Yeah, compared to like the shit we were actually up to, which is really bad.
So,
This is why I'm like afraid of having kids. Anyway, so what?
Nah, fuck that. Yeah, so this was like shortly after Sandy. New York was all kinds of fucked up still. Like
It
things
still
hadn't
is
gotten
fucked
to,
up.
well,
Those
things hadn't-
Albanians are
things-
running amok.
Things hadn't gone back to normal yet. Me and Igor were hanging out. We're in his car. We just pulled up somewhere in the neighborhood and smoked, which is something we didn't usually do back then. We never smoked in New York.
But he still had his brother's Mercedes, right?
No, he had the silver, and he had his mom's Infiniti at that point. The silver Infiniti, his first car.
Yeah.
Pulled up somewhere in the neighborhood, smoked, and then drove away, and then stopped somewhere else just to chill out and smoke cigarettes and just hang out and chat. And then cops rolled up, and we were like, "Oh, we're fine with this." We like me and him have also like talked ourselves out of shit before, and Sandy just happened, so we're like, "Oh, this isn't a big deal." And like cops like what are you guys doing here? So
smoking weed.
So it's like marijuana. We're like, no, sir, we're just hanging out. I have no electricity, you asshole. Which is true. I didn't have any electricity in my house still. I was fucking living off. We had a generator because it took me like 3 weeks to get power back. And he was like, oh yeah, he had us step out of the car. They patted us down, nothing, and then they started searching Igor's car. And they start going through the seats, and they go under his seat and find a fucking dime bag.
It's definitely not
and Igor
his.
was like, oh shit.
I didn't know that was there.
It wasn't because like Surgeon used the car. Yeah, he was like, fuck. And the cop was like, what is this? And we're like, we don't know.
That's not ours. We
we're like,
swear.
dude, we don't know what that is. It's not ours. I was like, what the fuck? We were pissed. So he wrote us a summons each for it. And we were like, I was like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, bro, I
don't know. We would have smoked it if we knew.
Exactly. That's exactly. He's like, dude, if we had known about that,
we would have smoked it already.
Yeah, we weren't lying. We weren't hiding anything. Like that's why we were so cocky. So,
we were so cocky.
Yeah, I would have been like, I wouldn't have, because we had done that because me and him have been caught before. Like we've been pulled over before. I mean, like one time.
Yeah, but it's after you smoked and you got rid of everything. So it's like
one time we got pulled over after we smoked, and we got out of it because cops like, "What are you guys doing here?" And we're like, "Yo, we just got off work."
I was there.
No, this is different time. Yes, but there was a time recently before that where in Bay Terrace we got pulled over after smoking, and the cops was like, they searched us. They're like, what are you guys doing? We're like, we just, got off work.
So sweet.
Yeah, and he was like, you guys, like, what do you guys do for work? And we explained. They were like, oh wow, like you guys are fucking like
upstanding yuppies.
Yeah, we were like 20. He was 21. I was like 20, and they were like, oh wow, like you guys have real jobs. Like,
upstanding yuppies.
And they're just like, you know what? We're not gonna fucking hassle fucking working men. Like, just get out of here. So we were like, oh, let's just be honest about things from now on because it seemed to work.
Yes.
So whatever. So we got the summonses. Like the next day I'm talking to Igor about it, and they wrote his name wrong. So he's like,
so he didn't have to go.
And I'm like, motherfucker. I'm looking at mine over and over again. I'm like, fuck. No, I'm like, mine's all correct. And then my court date was on like a Monday or whatever. And Monday is the busiest day for me at work, so I didn't want to go on a Monday. So like the Friday before, whatever, it was whatever day it was. I called the day before, and I was like, hey, like, can I reschedule my court date? And they were like, no, not really. I'm like, well, I have work that day. I don't really want to come in. And they were like, well, just either just come in or just don't, just one or the other. Like, we can't like change it for you. They were like, just come in when you can then. Just don't, come in tomorrow, but come in when you can. I'm like, all right, fine, okay. So then like the next day happens. It's the day after my court date, I guess. And at the time I was living in my house it was me, my brother, my uncle, and my aunt. And like I was sleeping. It was like 7 in the morning. So apparently the cops had like come to my house, knocked on the door. My brother rang the door, but my brother answered, and they were like, "Is your brother home?" He was like, "Yeah, no problem. I'll go get him." He comes and wakes me up, and he's like, "Hey," I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "The cops are downstairs." I'm like, "And?" And he's like, "And they asked
they're looking for you."
Yeah, and I'm like, "And?" Well, I told him I go get you. I'm like, "Why the fuck would you do that?" And
it's like they're coming out with ski masks and guns.
Yeah,
like, where's your brother? And he's like,
I was like, why would you do that? And he's like, well, they know you live here. I'm like, so what? I'm like, they don't fucking know I'm here. He's like, well, I told them I go get you. I told you you were home. I'm like, what? I'm like, they don't fucking know.
It's like, imagine if you lived in Mexico and you're a Mexican family. It's like, oh yeah, the cops are downstairs. They have ski masks on with guns and they're looking for you. It's like, I told them you were here. And you're like, what the fuck, man? I'm gonna die. And he's like, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
the police.
I was pissed. I was like, they don't fucking know. He's like, well, your car's in the driveway. I'm like, they don't know it's my goddamn car. Like, that's...
He's like, anyway, put on pants and a shirt. Like,
I didn't put on pants. I went downstairs and like they were there, like, so I thought I could talk them out of it. They were like, "Yeah, we're bringing for one."
No, you're gonna have to come with us.
And I was like, "No, I'm like, I called the courthouse. I called the courthouse yesterday and said I would come in like on Thursday." They were like, "Nah, you're coming with us." I was like, "All right, I'm like, fine." I'm like, "Can I get changed?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Well, we'll get changed anyway because they can't come in my house because there's no warrant." So I did get changed. I went with them.
I could imagine like a helicopter around with the spotlight
There's
on.
fucking 3 cops pull up in front of my house. It's like, it wasn't like, is Chris home? The answer is no. It's always no.
Chris, though.
Who says yes?
No.
If someone knocks on my door, goes, "Hey, you know Chris Kim?" I have no fucking idea who you're talking about. I never heard that name before in my life.
I don't know about that. Like, if there's a SWAT team,
It's not admissible in court. No, I'm like, you know what? I'm nervous. I know what you guys are talking about. Why don't you talk to my lawyer?
You guys are scaring me.
Yeah, you guys are scaring me. I know what you mean.
You guys are being too spooky right now.
But that ended up working out. So like when I did leave, I got in the car with them. We're driving to the 122. The 121. Sorry. No, 122. That's one on Highland.
That is the one. There's the 121, the 120, and the 122. The 120 is in Tottenville.
122.
No. The 123 is in Tottenville.
Right.
And the 120 or the 121 is in St. George.
Right.
And the 122 is in
one on Highland Boulevard.
Highland Boulevard.
Yeah. So they drive me there, and so
I've been to all 3, by the way. I've been arrested in all 3.
I've only been to 122. So they're like on the drive there because it was for like possession, right? So they're like they're bugging me. There's one cop sitting next to me in the back, and the 2 in the front. So like, oh, like, you know, where who's your dealer? Who'd you get the weed from? I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, what do you mean you don't know? Like, who's your guy? Who'd you connect? I'm like, I think it's just a guy. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know the guy. Like, I'm like, you call a number and someone answers, I'll meet you. And they're like, what number? I'm like, I don't know. The number changes. It's a different number all the time. It's being an asshole. And they're like, who is it? I'm like, it's that guy out there. Like, it's like pointing at somebody. And then the other cop is looking at my paperwork, and he's like, your last name is what it is? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, do you know a Danny? And I was like, yeah, Danny is my uncle. He's like, it's like, your uncle's my sergeant. I'm like, that's it. They stopped. They were really nice after that. I still had to go to the 122. They still kept me in the cell for about 2 hours till the courthouse opened. They drove me to the courthouse, but when I got out of the car, they had to put the cuffs back on me, and the cop was like,
you know Danny?
No. Well, they at that point they realized like my uncle was they're one of their bosses that he was the boss. He was like in charge of like South Brooklyn that night, so they all like knew him and would have.
And like think about it this way, like historically, as far as cops' relatives go, like you did mild shit. You did something barely spicy. You did something like on the kids' meal menu of like spicy when it comes to like Taco Bell shit.
Well, that's it. That's why.
So they were looking at you. They're like, "Get this fucking kid out of here."
They were just like
"Yo,
yeah.
His uncle is Danny. His dad is this guy. Like, stop this shit. Like, stop it." Because like this kid, what does this kid do? He smokes weed. You know, like that. Okay.
The only times I've ever been like written summonses, which is, I think twice.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember, is because I've always tried to talk my way out of it first, and if
that fails, then you have to resort to family connections. Yeah.
There was one time where I tried talking myself out of it, and the cop was handing out summonses, and he came to me, and I was like, "Hey, man," and I told him, he was like, "What the fuck did you say that before?" He's like, "It's a pain in the ass to get rid of this fucking summons."
He's like, "I'm sorry. Why you want me to?"
Yeah, I was like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "I don't like." Just
I was trying.
Yeah, I was like, "Dude, I got the gift. Get the gift."
And either way, like if you do this, it's gonna make you look really bad. So just stop.
Well, I don't run around doing bad shit on purpose because I can get out of it.
Also, it's like it's not like it's not like you're a dickhead about it. You're like,
that's what I mean. I'm not doing it.
Me and all my friends have to get like that's unreasonable.
Right?
You know?
Yeah. Like, because I've also like there's been a situation where I remember we're all at what beach it was. It was closer to the South Shore, and the cops came. And they take one of us at a time and wrote summonses.
And you got out of it.
And when they got to me, I was like, "Hey guys,
hey, my dad's a..."
Yeah, and he was like, "All right." He's like, "Just stand here." He's like, "I'm gonna make it look like I'm writing you a summons." He's like, "Don't fucking tell anybody."
And then you told us you didn't get.
I told everybody after.
But it's all good. I mean, I didn't.
But I also talked him out of arresting Little Matt because Little Matt was trashed, and they tried to arrest him. I'm like, hey man, like he's not. I'm like, he's just like
he's a child.
He's trying to be big in front of everybody. I'm like, don't. I'm like, just write him something and let him go. He's like, you're gonna take him? I'm like, yeah, I'll take him.
Yeah, I mean, every time I've gotten arrested in Staten Island, the cops just didn't know what to do with me. I bet I was the only. I bet I was the most arrested Asian person in Staten Island in history.
For your era, absolutely.
No, in history, in Staten Island history.
Like, I think. I mean, for your era, I
No,
don't know.
I don't-
There's more Asians now.
I don't think they get arrested though.
There's more Asians.
But
I
I'm-
disagree. I think there's more. Like I can't tell you there's worse. There's more law-breaking Asians than you.
Could you
But
imagine if I am?
statistically,
Could you imagine if I am the most arrested Asian on Staten Island? Wouldn't that be a funny title to hold?
first time I ever met you, we were 14, or at least I was 14. You're probably 15 already. Freshman, and we came to that playground near that park near where you lived.
Yeah, PS48.
Yeah, and you were sitting.
That was a good park.
You were sitting on top of something, and they were like, "It was just Ivan, this fucking guy, like does this shit." I was like, "Oh."
We all did that shit.
No, but like you were like, it was just like, this fucking guy's cool. It's fucking Ivan. He's fucking like, he's just like he's like us. Like he's just bad kid, whatever. Like but like it was
Bad kid. He's a bad
no one
kid,
said that, but
just
like, that's
like
what I mean. Like it's just like
he's down.
exactly. It
He's
was like
down,
that.
man.
Like yo, he's fucking down. He's fucking cool.
He'll do it.
And,
He'll do
like,
the
you
stuff.
were-
He'll do
you-
the thing.
It was just that you were like literally sitting above us and above me, where I was like, all right.
I remember swings. I remember jungle gym.
It was at that.
I remember skateboards in Handball Park.
Yeah, that's where the first.
You know,
time
it's all
I
different
saw
now.
you
I
and met
drove
you.
by there recently. It's
Is
like
it?
all different. It's crazy. You know, that's where Dave's mom always worked at school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was talking about May last week too. She was at the wedding.
Dave's mom was a PS48 teacher.
Wow.
Always. Yeah, man. Nah, honestly, nowadays, if I got to redo like my whole teenage years, every single time I got arrested in Staten Island, like if they asked me like who's at fault, like I need you to snitch, I need you to rat. Nowadays, I would just blame it all on the Albanians. Like if I had to redo that, I'd be like, it was all the Albanians.
K-Mob, man.
K-Mob. Those fucking K-Mob crew guys from New York, they did it. They did all of it. Like I would blame them every single time if I could do it over.
My dad told me a story years ago about like when he was a teenager. He was at a park in Brooklyn drinking with his friends.
I was just minding my own business, doing some crime.
He was at a park drinking with his friends or whatever, and like the cops came. The cops are whose is this? What's going on? Whatever. And my dad said he's like, I took full responsibility. He's like, you know what? You got me. I'm sorry. Like this is all my stuff. My bad. We'll clear out of here. And he's like, they let me go. He's like, and then a couple months later, same park, same thing, same cop comes. He's like, but I'm a little more trashed. Cops the same thing. He's like, and like for whatever reason, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. This shit ain't mine. It's bullshit. Like I'm not drinking. Blah blah blah. And he's like, and I got arrested, and they took me in, and he whatever. He's like same cop, and he like apparently years later too. My dad became a cop. He ran into him. He's like, you motherfucker. He's like, why'd
Remember
you
when
do?
you arrested
well,
me,
yeah,
you fucking piece of
he's like,
shit?
why'd you do that? He's like, well, the first time, like, I respected you for that. But it's different. Like I remember one time Mike did that. Mike took the blame for stuff, like in that solidarity type of moment, and then he's the one that got arrested.
There's different eras of Mike. There's the Mohawk era of Mike, where he was like the most.
Goddamn,
He was the most cowardly when he had the Mohawk.
Well, yeah, because he's a fucking huge target.
Yeah. So he was the most cowardly. But then when he didn't have the Mohawk, he was the most brave. He was also at the skinhead moments when he was like the craziest. Skinhead Mike was insane. Fucking insane. I remember Skinhead Mike. He did some crazy shit. But then there was also Cocaine Mike. Cocaine Mike was fun too. I remember Cocaine Mike. Like Emma Cocaine Mike, you know, like that was.
I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah, that was a specific Mike, you know, like I like all the different eras of Mike. It's fun.
I think we hung out as much then.
Skater punk Mike, skinhead Mike, Cocaine Mike. Now we're at like Dad
Fat
Mike.
Dad Mike.
Yeah. See, it's literally like different seasons of Mike. Now he's a Fat Dad Mike. It's like watching Naruto.
I love it.
Yeah, he's really a big teddy bear.
He's a good boy at times.
Kind of a hobbit.
How so?
Like he's got these just like cute baby eyes, and he's innocent soul, innocent
He's
hearted.
not innocent.
The
Balding.
only thing he ever did wrong is treat girls like shit. But that's
Yeah.
like the most immature thing you could do in the first place. It's like it's natural for children to act like that, right?
Yeah. He's being a little more mature lately. Which is good.
Of course, because he's the dad now.
Yeah, he's got that little my nephew to take care of.
Oh my god, that kid is probably already walking. He's definitely walking by now.
No, not yet.
It's gonna be.
I ask all the time. No, not yet. He's still under a year.
Really?
Yeah, I think only a month or so ago he started because like they have to like. What happens is like you leave them like laying down on their back and like they eventually learn to turn over, and they start crawling on their own.
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
they need belly time.
Yeah, like they have to do that on their own type of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, walking doesn't happen until at least the earliest would be like a year and a half, I think.
Oh.
Because like, he's a baby to where like because I like my other friend like I've seen her baby like growing, so like I've seen like how it changes. At one point they're so fucking hyper that like they will just they want to explore, so like they're the ones who bring themselves to be able to walk and like do whatever. Like they don't know their limitations. But no, his kid's getting more and more character and personality slowly with time.
At this point, I'm just dealing with my boss's kids every day. They're really cute though. The oldest is 12.
Kids are cute.
Yeah, the oldest is 12. The only boy is 10, and the youngest is 8. And the 8-year-old is like obsessed with me.
Yeah, no,
It's kind of insane.
Well, it's how like Pat's one of his sons, who's like 10. Like he like I'm the favorite person in the world, and I'm like, I know like we're cool, whatever. I'm like I've never like imagined myself to be like a younger person's favorite person in the world. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, I
Interesting.
feel her. It's because like her older siblings, they're like similar age group, whereas she's still like a child. But then when I look at her, it's like I just people or old people, like whether you're a child or a elderly person.
well, I treat like kids like they're people,
yeah,
and like,
exactly.
they-
That's
yeah.
exactly what I said. It's
And-
like
yeah,
and I don't
they
think
pick up on
parents
that.
I don't think parents want to look at it that way because the parents
No, they
want
don't.
their kids to be little forever.
Yeah.
So they don't like the idea of their kid becoming just a version of themselves.
And there's
you know,
people
like,
who just don't do that. And like, I remember like being a kid, like I know when I remember like when someone was talking down to me, like you could tell. You could tell.
No,
when
I
someone's not
argue.
treating-
I argue with kids. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, yeah. I treat them like people.
I'm
yeah.
like, don't say that. You're contradicting yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I'm not. I said
yeah.
this, and they're smarter than we fucking think.
Exactly,
They're
yeah.
smart. They actually know their shit. And I'm like, and you try to fuck them over. You try to lie to them. They'll remember shit.
Yeah. When Pat,
this is-
I told you like with Pat's like youngest last year, like he like the 4-year-old.
It's like you
He was-
said you would
he
buy
went-
me this, and you're like, how do you fucking remember that?
He was,
You know, you're like,
he was trying to say something, explain something to me, and it make any sense to me. And I was like, dude, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, can you like explain that differently? Like you said again. And he sat and he thought, and then he explained it differently. Like yeah, like kids.
they're not stupid.
They're not stupid, and they know when you're like talking to them like they're fucking idiots. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember being a kid.
It's easy-
And I remember when people spoke to me like.
I look at it like kids. It's easy to manipulate and trick them, but it's not. They're
Yes.
not stupid.
No,
they know things.
right.
They
it's-
know a
they're-
lot.
They're naive. Like sure, they're
Yeah.
naive, but like they can tell
Like
when
they're
you,
gullible.
Yes,
you know?
but they can tell when you're treating them like a person or
Yeah.
when you're like treating them like they're children.
Yeah, exactly.
And no one, even when you're a child, no one likes being treated like a child.
Yeah. Like basically to lie to them, like you have to try. Like you have to actually like put effort to deceive them. You can't
Yeah,
just
you
treat
can't,
it like,
you can't,
oh, that's a kid, they'll believe anything. It's like no,
No.
you have to like
you have
really
to construct it and talk to like you're
Yeah.
trying to lie to an adult.
yeah.
Yeah, like it's, and that's what I get like when people are like, I'm not good with kids, and like I don't understand it because it's just like it just treats them like people.
Because I could just be honest with a kid, and it's like it'll turn out okay for me personally, anyway.
Being honest is just easier, and
Not everyone could do that. Though, like, let's say your job is to kill people. Like, if you're like a you
all right,
know,
but
like,
that's the extreme. So like for example, like with when I saw my uncle try to talk to his grandkids and not connect and complain to me, and I was like, there was at one point where like I was talking to I told you the youngest one that was like 4. And he was like, at one point he commented, he's like, wow, he's like, kid listens to you and like here's what you're saying. I'm like, yeah, because I'm fucking talking to him like a person.
yeah.
Like I look him in the eye, I let him speak, I hear what he has to say, and I give it regurgitate it. Like I'm like, it's my uncle like to one of his grandkids was like, hey, like how's school, how's things, how's stuff, and like he got a very like short answer and then gave up, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, the easiest goddamn job in the world is being a grandparent. Like, how do you fuck that up? Like, you treat them like people.
My favorite way,
His father was
I
like
think,
that.
to interact with a child would be to empathize with them to the point where it's like you just know how they're gonna feel in certain situations. Like when you see
You don't forget that you were a kid.
also when you see a kid like fuck up,
Yeah.
right? Like they do something like accidentally, or they do something where it makes a fucking mess, and the parents are around, but you're around, and the kid knows that you see them, and then you have like the first time that happens, you have a split like decision. You could either flip out about it and be like, "Yo, where's your mom or dad?" Or you could just be like, "All right, let's fix this. You know, it's fine."
Right. Yeah.
Like maybe they ate like they mixed the wrong foods and they puked, and if the parents were around, they would flip. But since they're not around, it's just you and the kid. You're like, "All right, we could handle this before your mom or dad sees."
Yeah.
And they trust you more, and I think that's a better environment for a kid to be in. Like, yeah, they shouldn't have hopped around and mixed the foods, but still. Like, you know, you can't make them feel like they can't trust people. You know,
Exactly. You can't there has to be somebody they can trust, and like there's not. But at least with Pat's kids, it's different. Because like Pat is who he is.
Well, he's a child. Pat's a fucking child. Where he can have a
Pat's
child.
not a child. And like, what do you mean he's a child? He's not like immature.
No. I mean,
Pat is.
well, no. I mean, what I'm saying is everyone's a child inside, but it's
Pat
up to you
is-
to not let it die. Pat never let his inner child
No,
die.
Pat is who he is.
He never let his inner
Pat
child
doesn't
die.
pretend to be anybody else to anybody else. Like Pat is who he is.
Yeah, he's got
So like,
he's got a
the
living
way he
inner
talks
child.
to me or you is how he talks to his son.
Yeah.
So like it's just, and like
But then that's better for worse. Where he'd like easily come up to us, and he'd be like, "Don't say that again, or I'll slap you." Whereas he'd go up to his son, he'd be like, "Don't say that again, or I'll slap you." Yeah,
he'll
it's
do
the
that
same
to
shit.
you.
Yeah. But the kid, that's good for the kid because the kid
Exactly.
won't feel like it's alienated. Just
Exactly.
for it he'd be
That's
like,
why I love,
"That's the
like-
way he talks to my uncle." You know, I guess is what
That's
you know,
why like his I
yeah.
love the way he is with his son because
Yeah.
like he is just Pat. It's not like his son has this weird idea of like who his father is.
He's like, he tells his son, "It's like I told you not to sip from my milkshake. I'm gonna hit you next time you do it."
Yo,
It's the
Pat
same
just-
thing.
Pat
Same
fucking-
thing he would say
Pat
to
would fucking enjoy it.
him.
Like, you want to smoke this? He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No, he's like, come on, you want to be cool? He's like, no, like stop it. It's
Yeah.
like,
And the
I have
kid's like,
some. He's like, no, you crazy?
You already
Pat-
said no.
Yeah. And then Pat tells him like,
You
yo, like,
idiot.
me and Chris are so much alike. You can tell him anything, and like he notices that and sees that. Like,
You sure?
I gotta go visit them again.
Yeah.
Like those kids.
Yeah, no, it's good to treat kids like little adults in a way. Not
Yeah,
too
it's how-
much, but yeah.
I remember who didn't treat me like an adult and who did.
Well-
When you're a kid, like you know when someone's talking to you like you're a fucking idiot.
You know what taught me how to do this, like with kids, like to treat them like little adults? It was my elementary school education with Montessori, because the whole philosophy of Montessori is to treat children like little adults. Because
Okay,
they're not,
yeah.
because that's the whole thing. That's why the system was exclusive as fuck, but it worked. Like, yeah, it was expensive as shit, but like when you keep it confined to small numbers, like it works.
If I have kids, they're going to Catholic school or private schools. I would never
Yeah.
put my children in public school.
I mean, the thing was, like, it works because, like, if you treat your children like adults, like, it doesn't matter if they can't speak English, you're gonna be polite. It doesn't matter if they're retarded, you're gonna be polite.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're like super
Doesn't ma-
duper smart,
it's
you're gonna be
going
polite.
to, like it's going to stimulate their thinking.
Yeah,
Either way, if you're treated like a child, you'll never grow, and you'll never like you'll stick to that. You'll be like, I can like you just never grow. You'll be like, if I can get away with things, acting like a child, that's how I will behave
Yeah.
and do.
Those environments teach you
and
nuance.
I'll treat you like an asshole.
I think private school teaches more nuance than public school.
It does
ever did.
because it's more direct. There's
Yeah.
a smaller. It's because the classes are smaller, so there's a more direct relationship between teachers,
Faculty
and students.
Yeah.
Like
It's more like a family.
yeah, like
I grew up with Sister Teresa or Sister Gabrielle, you know?
nuns. No, nuns don't. Nuns aren't people. Nuns don't.
Oh,
people.
shit.
No, fuck.
No,
that.
they're something higher than
No,
people.
no.
They're like angels on earth.
No, they're not. They're. Like they're married to God, but it's without God's like knowledge.
It's their job to
no one ever-
It's their job to be mean to you, Chris, as a
Yeah,
child.
I know. It's their job to
They have to whip
to
you in the
inflict-
hands.
inflict pain.
They have to take the love stick. It's a tough love stick. Don't think of it as a hate stick. Think of it as a tough love stick. And that when you put your hands down for God and then they whip it so that you could get closer
So
to
actually, my grandfather actually, so back in his day, in in Brooklyn in the '60s, it was so there's I didn't even know this. There's something called brothers. Brothers are the male equivalent of nuns. Like they're not quite priests.
like
but-
reverends.
Well, like father priest. Like that's a reverend.
No,
I
they're
guess, in
brothers.
Protestants. Brothers are like nuns. They're stepped down.
Okay.
So like when
Like
he went
male
to,
nurses,
Yeah.
not doctors.
Yeah. So when he went to school, like they were brothers, and they were like documentaries and things written about this. Like they were the guys. They were the ones that beat the shit out of you, like for like being wrong or whatever.
Don't make me call the brothers on you, son.
No, like brothers were like they were like some of them were teachers. They were the ones who fucking like hit you, whip you. They were the like ones who fucking slap you in the back of the head. Like they were the ones that did that shit.
That's pretty gangster.
It's a different world. Like fucking, I went to public school, like not public school. Sorry, I went to private school, I went to Catholic school. Even in high school, at one point, I told you, like the dean of men, who I still good guy, I still respect him, and I get it. He wasn't part of like wasn't religious, wasn't part of
Any delineation.
no, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't part of that. He was the dean of men, Mr. Fury. Mr. Fury.
He's
walked
like, I'm
around-
just here to set little boys straight.
Exactly.
Cracking his knuckles.
There's
He's
rules.
like-
when you went to sea, the first thing they did was give you a handbook, and in the handbook there were rules, like things like no PDA or whatever.
It specifically states, if you grab a girl's ass without permission,
No
I will
PDA.
beat the shit out of you.
So like there was things like about like your physical appearance, no hair going past this part of your ear,
Oh, like no sideburns longer.
no sideburns past here, no facial hair, none of that shit.
That's nice. It's very
Yeah.
clean.
But so I was growing my sideburns because that's all I had. So I grew my sideburns out.
No, I
like,
would yank that shit out. I'd be like, get the fuck
yeah,
out
that's
of
what he did. He walk around the lunchroom. I'd be sitting there eating lunch.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
No. You're sitting there eating lunch. Look forward. Look down. Look forward. Grab and pull you up. He's like, listen, yeah. You don't like being pulled from there. Your son, what is this?
But that's what you get for growing your shit out.
If it was too long, he'd be like, your son, get this fucking cut. Get this taken
You
care
should
of.
have gotten a cut, man.
I'm checking you tomorrow. If it was too long, you have to go to his office.
You measure by the ear. You got this right above
Here,
the ear.
because that's why I know. Yours are okay, actually.
I should cut it shorter.
Yours are okay.
No, I gotta.
Mine
go.
were always like here. So like
I could tell the barbers I went to Catholic school because they do it always that length.
well, no, because that's barely having sideburns.
It's standard.
These are
You don't need sideburns to see your face for God. You don't want to obscure your face for God and the angels when the rapture happens and the second coming.
It's more of a Protestant thing.
All I'm saying is it makes sense why you shouldn't have nasty Catholic sideburns at a Christian school, okay?
Well, no, it's being boys. Like they had mustaches and stuff, and they had facial hair. The faculty, you could do that.
Are Catholics allowed to have beards?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah, we were students. There was
Protestants are not allowed to have beards.
No, it's not true either.
Are
no.
Mormons allowed to have beards?
I don't know. Probably.
You should start taking Mormons seriously. They're in the FBI and CIA and NSA now.
I told you about how I feel about Mormons.
You're scared of them.
It's a great documentary called Ken Burns is the West, and the last part of it is about the Mormons. Do you use Head and Shoulders Green Apple? I've always wondered who buys Green Apple. It's crazy.
I've used all sorts of shampoos.
Right, but I'm just looking at what you have now.
Mostly I use whatever I get for free.
No, that makes sense. You have full hair.
Oh, I don't need special treatment for my hair, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Got that consistent good Asian hair.
Dude,
Yeah, you do.
yo, I tried dating women my own age, and it's like they literally look older than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. I literally I went on a
Will you
date.
tell me no?
I want to. And I don't mean to tell you no. I'm just saying I went on a date with a 32-year-old woman. She was a teacher. She taught elementary school, and she looked older than me. And she by the end of it, she was like, "I can't do this because like I look like."
Oh wow,
I look like your mom.
Weird. What?
She did. She did look.
That's weird. No, I believe that she looked like that. I mean, I have a problem with that, but like women do age a bit faster.
The real
than
test
we
is in the
do.
next 5 years. Will I still look the same? Who knows? We'll find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Dun, 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 dun. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
No, you can't. Dragon Balls Z.
I mean, like the the best thing I've ever done for myself is get older and get gray hair. I'm more attractive. I've been more attractive in the last couple of years than I have in my entire life. But yeah, it's women peak before we do, and they age a bit faster, differently than we do.
Like milk.
We age like wine. They age like milk.
Like fresh squeezed goat
Sure,
milk.
the girls I've spoken to in the past few years are all like in their 20s.
Also, during a breakup, the guy has a better glow up than the girl.
Better glow up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because she's always like looked as good as she could, and she was.
And she just moves on to the next guy while the guy
Yeah.
like goes to
And
gym.
she was
He
subversive.
gets
like, yeah.
ripped. He works out.
Yeah.
He fucking
And he
gets his
stops
shit
dressing-
together.
He stops dressing like an asshole.
Yeah, he starts making money, and they run
Yeah.
into each other. He's like,
Yeah.
"What's the matter, Chris? You still think I'm sexy?" And you're like, "Nah, bitch, I've moved on to bigger and better things."
I done that. Like run to an ex and be like, it's like, oh, like, what are you dressing like that for? You trying to get laid? It's like, well,
And some
wait
girl,
a second.
Some girl 10 years younger is like, walks up, is like, "Who's that baby?" And you're like, "No one,
Nobody.
just some random person. Let's get out of here." And she's like, "Yeah." You hop into your Mercedes convertible, and then you just drive away at 80 miles per hour. Like,
It's, I mean, it's fantastic, but it's not fair how that shit works.
would it really do be like that?
No, it is. It exactly works like that. Who is that? No one, babe. That's just some old witch.
It's some old hag.
witch. Yeah, some
old
old hag.
It's a mom's friend.
It's so true.
And your ex is like looking at you like, "Oh, I can't believe he said it." She doesn't even like retort because of how shocked she is.
I feel bad for her, what are you gonna do?
My mom's friend, you know,
Took advantage of me.
crazy lady.
She took advantage of me.
Used to babysit me when I was like a kid.
That's hot.
No, that's hot. And then your current young girlfriend's like, "What do you mean she used to babysit for you?"
I know it's never happened to you, but it did happen to me where
You fucked your babysitter?
no. That'd be okay. That'd be cool. No, but like my mom's first cousin, who's like about the same age, maybe a year or so younger. I'm not quite sure. She has a best friend who I had met. I met her once, like years ago, like 10 years ago, when I was like 21. And like whatever, and she like she was who she was, whatever. She was married, stuff like that. And then I ran into her not last year, but the year before, last Christmas. It was my mom's birthday, and I was in Florida visiting for that, and I'm hanging out at my cousin's house, and she's there again, and I don't know what it is. Like I'm very like I guess with the music I was playing, I'm also very just easygoing, very nice. And like she's like in her like early 50s, like my mom is. Like her and my mom like didn't grow up as friends necessarily, but they're the same fucking age. And she was there for my mom's birthday, and she like tried, like she was hitting on me really hard. And
What's your mom's name?
my mom's name? Why? It's irrelevant.
I mean, all right. So, hey, Chris's mom's boy, you're so cute tonight. I see you're very tipsy and playing some good music like Sublime. I bet you're playing.
No,
Sublime.
it wasn't that. I was playing a lot of 80s stuff.
Oh, you're playing 80s.
Yeah, and she's like, I grew up in the 80s. And it's just-
I see
yeah.
you like Cyndi Lauper. I also
Dude, I played Cyndi Lauper.
I noticed you
I
love
played
Cyndi
a lot of
Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper. I love Cyndi Lauper.
I also noticed you love that song called "Love Is a Battlefield."
No, I don't like that song. I do love Cyndi Lauper. I was playing a lot of 80s stuff, and that was part of it.
I see you love Madonna.
And I played some Madonna. I do like Madonna.
You know that song is like I was on my knees, midnight prayer.
Oh yeah, I know that song, but like that's Midnight
You
Prayer.
ever see you ever see the music video for that?
No.
She was literally on her knees giving.
They're very
Jesus Christ was like a black dude, and she was giving a blowjob.
I love like a virgin. Like I hear a lot of her songs, and like I've seen those videos, and I'm like, oh, no wonder people thought she was fucking a slut. Like those videos are so sexual.
She was literally giving a blowjob to Black Jesus.
So like she was.
And Kanye West also said Jesus was a black man.
I mean, Jesus was brown.
He was a Jew.
Yeah, but he was brown.
Yeah, he was still a Jew.
So, yeah, sure, he was a brown Jew though. He spoke Arabic.
And Jews at one point lived to be like 800 years old, which would have been a fucking chore to deal with.
In the Bible. Probably not. It's not true.
Well, it makes sense.
No, it doesn't. It's not true.
No, it makes sense if there was like a civilization of human-like entities before us, and they just happened to live a lot longer. And then
whatever. What I was getting at was yeah, this older woman who was my mom's age that like grew up around my mom at least.
She thought you were cute.
Yes, and like
she thought you is cute.
Yeah, and thought like I was like I guess
available,
at least being flirty-ish. Yeah.
It's just my charming personality. Like, how was I supposed to know this lady was so charmed by me? You know, that's basically what you're saying.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying.
No,
I don't mean in the sense.
I
don't mean like it's that I'm charming. It's just like, oh, like I don't like.
There's nothing wrong with being charming.
No, because like I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna go too like before like if you don't do anything, I'm not gonna be like, hey, by the way, lady, I'm not sexually attracted to you. Just need you to know that. I'm not gonna tell it to an older woman. Like at one point, she put like I was sitting next to my mom. And then she put her hand on my knee, and it's like, lady, if like you're doing that, like what? My mom.
God bless her.
My mom's right next to me. It's just like I am not going to get a boner under any circumstances, or interpret this the right way. And then,
what if you and her mom have like a sick, twisted agreement? It's like any younger men, no holds barred. It's like fine as long as
they don't. My mom would not have that type of agreement with anybody.
Sometimes I think about older women. Like if I think about
I have no problem with older women.
Like my math teacher from IS 34, Miss Yuko.
My math teacher from fucking C. To this day, she was 23 when she was my teacher.
Yeah, she was a bitch.
She still looks good now. I have her on I think Facebook or something.
My math teacher was a bitch, but she was so hot.
No, you know what my math teacher did? It was math A, right? Sophomore year. Halfway through the year, she started like giving me like a bad average, and I was like,
"Did you spank her?"
All the way around. She spanked me.
Oh, that's what you're supposed to do as a student.
Well, yeah.
When you get bad grades, you just spank your teacher.
So I got the bad grades, and she's like, you know, a third of my grade is participation in homework. You don't do that. I'm like, but I get B's on your test, and she's like, yeah, but you're supposed to do this and that. I'm like, all right, fine. So I do that. And the last day of class,
she's like, young man.
Last day of class, I got there early. And I'm sitting. She also moved me to like the front row, to like first in my row, so I would participate more.
She's like, young man.
She walked. I took the Regents. She walked in. She slams the paper on the desk in front of me. She slapped me across the face. She was like, "You like, why weren't you doing that all year?" And I was just like, "Do that again."
She's like, young man, take off your belt, under your belt, pull your pants down, place your hands on the table. And assume that position, and then she just spanks you in the butt in front of the whole class. It would be embarrassing at the moment, but you would look back on it.
No, not for Mrs. Shudo. It wouldn't have been.
And you look back on it.
She got married the very next year, and her name had to change to Mrs. Lampert. But every time I spoke to her, she was Mrs. Shudo.
Oh no.
Oh, so but the other story, the old lady. I thought I got away with it. I thought I got out of it. I got my grandfather's car. And I was gonna move it, pull up front, and then like drive my mother.
She came into
my
the
mother home.
seat.
Yeah.
She just opens it. She's like, "Hey, little boy."
Yeah, and she like she started kissing me, and like I stopped her, and I was like, what?
"You got molested."
Yeah. Oh, not. I wouldn't consider that molested.
No, it's more like sexually advanced upon.
Well, no, because once I stopped her, she stopped. And she was like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, she's like, "You don't want me?" And I was like, "No." Also, like her best friend, my other cousin, is like the car behind it. I'm like, "No."
You should have just went for it, dude.
I actually asked my grandfather about it next day.
He said you should have just went for it.
No, I was like, because we were talking about it, because her husband died like a few years ago, and he was just like, she had a lot of money, and I was like,
he's got a lot of
so
money.
I told him, I told him what happened. I'm like,
Should have
did I
done
fuck up? I'm like, should I have done that? He's like, nah. He's like, no. I'm like, no. He's like,
But
no,
if
no,
he
no.
did do it, he would have just laughed at. He would be like, "Yeah, you idiot."
That's why he's like, you should have a lot of money. I was like, you know what?
Nah,
I got her number.
no, it's better. Do it, because like no,
Nah, she's not. See, like it's.
Chris,
it's
you don't
weird,
have
it's
to have
weird.
sex with her. All you have to do is spend time and like company with.
No, I
Is
have
she
to have sex
is she a
with her.
nice lady?
Yeah, but I have to have sex with
No,
her.
you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
She's not that old.
She doesn't really just want to have sex.
Yes, she does.
You're looking at me like you're dead serious
Yeah, I'm
about
serious.
this. You're
she
like,
does.
dude,
Yeah.
you're like, I would bet.
It's-
You're like, I would bet my
it's-
life.
No,
that
no, she does because she still sees herself as being very sexy and sexy.
Is she a
sexually
blonde or
viable.
brunette?
She got really dark hair, like black hair. She dyes it. I like brunettes, but she's not.
She's a dark. She's a
And
dark
she's
hair
Hispanic, but she's not the.
lady. Ooh.
But it's not. You know what it is? Like it's.
Wait, is she thick or not?
She's thick, but not in the way I like thick. Like
Is she thin or
she's-
thick? Like
She's thick in the way that she's someone who like she doesn't like she's thicker. She has weight, but she's not thick.
is she
Like-
belly? Is she belly big or like butt big?
Not sure now.
Is she like pear shaped or hourglass shaped?
Neither, or else it would have been different. Like I can't remember. Like there's, like I don't mind some older women by any means, and I love thick women. So like I wouldn't. The fact that it doesn't stand out to me, and I am not for it.
Dude, just be this lady's sugar baby. Like, even if you got a serious girlfriend, she would still be like, Yo,
I know,
I'm still gonna be able to fuck you in a secret, and I'll give you checks. You know, like
I've thought about it.
she'll definitely still like be like, she'll probably think it's hot too. She'll be like,
I know.
oh, you got a little girlfriend? Can she
I
do this?
know.
And then she'll do it. You know, like
I have to go to Pennsylvania to see her. I think.
do it. Let me go with you. I promise I won't. I'll cock guide. I'll do the opposite of cock blocking, which is
No,
cock
I don't
guiding.
have her number anymore. Hold on.
I will fly your penis right into there, and then we'll both benefit. We'll reap the rewards. That'll be our generation. We'll just latch on to rich people, and we'll just fucking live vicariously.
Could do that. I don't know. It was a setting. If it happened under different circumstances, yeah, I don't have her number.
You don't need a number. She's already.
Well, I'm not
connected.
fucking talking to my cousin and being like, "Hey, what's your best friend's number?" Because she knows how I feel about what happened.
You're trying to fuck my family.
No, not her family.
No, that's what your cousin feels.
No, she wouldn't give a shit.
She wouldn't give a shit.
She's running the same scam.
Well, that's what you get.
But
from
this last fucking hour and a half has been fucking story time for me.
Well, yeah, we only got a minute and a half left. Any closing statements?
Do as I say, not as I do.
No, I'm the opposite. I say do as I do, not as I say.
Nah. Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, if you want an interesting life, yeah, do as I say. But
If you want a great life, do as I do.
that's it, man. Stories.
Well, stories are everything. Storytelling is
I
like.
agree.
You're just saying that because you just saw Spider-Man and the Odyssey and like a single.
Well, it's more so Odyssey. I'm like, but like, I mean, no. Storytelling is. I could always. You can look at me and be like, "Well, you don't, white boy." It's like I can tell you some things.
Do you like?
You want to know something about? You want to hear a story about Odysseus? Let me tell you a story about Odysseus. I be John Barenthal.
Do you like Matt Damon?
Matt Damon. In that movie,
Yeah.
he's fantastic. Everyone in that movie's fucking great, except for I mean, Tom Holland isn't bad. He's just the most lacking. but it's his role too.
And then you saw Spider-Man with the same
The same cast with Tom Holland, John Barenthal, and Zendaya, which is annoying.
It's stupid.
Oh, annoying. But I love John Barenthal and I love Punisher. I love Tom Holland Spider-Man.
It's literally like Broadway all over again. You go to the movie, you go to Broadway, and you see the plays, and you see the same actors. You go to the movies, you see the same actors. You know.
It's just that, like, actually, I was talking to my barber about it. He's like, isn't it great that, like, you see, like, John Barenthal in the Odyssey? He's like, you want to know something about Odysseus? Let me tell you something about Odysseus. And then he's like, you watch Spider-Man? He's like, you want to know something about Spider-Man? Let me tell you something about Spider-Man. Like, it's just like, he's the same guy.
And in real life, he's like super gay. He's super gay, but he's the same dude. He's like, you want to know something about gay sex? I'll tell you something about gay sex. And he's just
nothing
like,
gay about it, kid.
Yeah.
Nothing gay about it.
He's like, look at this, man. This is John Batista. He's a big man, and I'm fucking him in the ass right now.
His name's Dave.
Yeah.
Dave Batista.
Honestly, the most serious movie I've seen him in. Sorry, Dave Batista. But the most serious movie I've seen John
Barenthal in.
Yeah, was this movie where he dies. It was like
I love him as an actor, but
he had sex with this native woman, and then like
Nice.
these racist coal miner worker guys killed him, and they killed her, and it was up to
he's from the Bronx.
And Jeremy Renner was the local badass.
Before his accident or after?
Fuck, what was it? What was this movie called? I don't know. You could imagine this movie. It was a great cast. It was Barenthal.
Canary in a Coal Mine.
What? Canary in a Gold Mine.
That's my favorite Police song.
Fuck.
Canary in a coal mine.
I love Jeremy Renner, man. I think he's a fantastic actor.
I'm not crazy about Jeremy Renner as an actor.
Because he's such a low-key guy. John Barenthal.
Rich guy.
Wind River. That's the movie.
Wind River.
And who was the girl? The girl was played by...
Woman.
Yeah, who's the woman? The girl was played by woman. Woman Doe. Woman Jones.
Well, Lady Jones.
Woman Elizabeth Olsen. Oh shit!
It's full circle.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner, Elizabeth Olsen, John Bernstein.
Oh, you saw WandaVision, right?
Is it good?
You never saw WandaVision?
No.
So like, there's a scene in it that's one of my favorite things I think I've ever seen. So like, you haven't seen it. So it plays out, the first couple episodes at least play out like a sitcom from the 60s. It's black and white. It's,
hey Wanda.
There's canned laughter.
Vision.
They're like, hey, like it's like played out like that, and like at the end of the show, like there's the big joke, and then like the credits roll, freeze frame, and there's one episode where Vision starts to figure out that not everything's quite right. And then he confronts Wanda, and she gives him like, well, that's all the apples. She tries to give him the ending. And the credits roll, and he's freaking out. He's like, stop it! This isn't real. Like, stop doing this. I love that because it's so like it's
freaky.
It's so surreal. Yeah,
it's freaky.
Yeah,
it's like Twin Peaks.
Exactly. She's giving you like the whole like, well, that's the end. That's like, we're not gonna like, now the show ends. You can't talk about this. He's like, no, like, what? This isn't right. What the fuck's going on?
And the credits are still rolling.
They're still rolling. I love it. It's one of my favorite things.
It's pretty insane.
It's so surreal. I love stuff like that.
I heard Loki was also really good.
Loki's amazing. It's a great show. Both seasons. I highly recommend Loki. I could tell you exactly what shows not to watch and which ones to watch.
Did you see all of them?
Every show?
Yeah.
I saw all the good ones.
Do you have a Disney Plus subscription?
I used to, not anymore.
All right, so I'm gonna have to watch all of them now.
No, I only didn't have until recently. Like I told you, like Hawkeye is good because of a couple episodes.
And I love Jeremy Renner. He's a good actor.
I'm not crazy about Jeremy Renner.
Honestly,
what's he do for you?
All right, so the best shit that I've seen him in wasn't even Hawkeye. It was honestly like when he was playing Hawkeye. It was when there was this one role where he played as like, I think, a mayor, or he was running for mayor, and it was some gangster shit. It was like some Chicago gangster shit, or maybe not Chicago, it was another city, but it was like it was like some Wire type shit.
He's not in
And he was also in SWAT. You ever see SWAT with Samuel L. Jackson?
No.
And fucking, you never saw that movie? No. With Colin Farrell? It's a good movie. You got to see SWAT at least once in your life. Did you see Bad Boys?
Of course.
So then you got to see SWAT, dude.
No. Bad Boys takes place certain
certain time in my life that I don't want to look back on.
Exactly.
All right, at least we got to look up this show.
Yeah, not a don't dislike him, but not a big.
Mayor of Kingstown. That's the show. Or it's a gritty crime thriller series.
Ooh, it's a gritty crime thriller. Oh, the grit.
But honestly,
The grit.
what's your favorite crime thriller that you've seen thus far? Not of all time, but thus far.
Movie or show?
Show. I can name 2.
Crime thriller.
TV show.
Would The Wire count as a crime thriller? Or crime-
110%.
Okay, so The Wire is the best.
Okay, so I would say that I've seen recently. Also, like The Wire, I haven't finished it, so I can't really
I
speak
keep
for it.
watching it.
But there's Mr. Robot.
I fell up it like you know what? I fell up this robot and what's his name? Remy Malik. Excuse me. Remy Malik pisses me off
Yeah.
because he's just he can't do anything outside of being
A
Mr.
bug.
Robot.
He's a bug. Yeah.
He like so I like what do you call it? The Nuremberg that movie. Fucking Russell Crowe, who like people make fun of all the time about like the way he acts, and like I have too, is fucking amazing in that movie. Remy Malik is the worst fucking part of that movie. He's just Remy Malik.
Yeah.
There's no weight to anything he says. There's no change in anything.
I'm Rami Malek. I got bug eyes.
Yeah,
and
he's
this is
like,
the way I talk.
He's not such a bad guy. Fucking that guy. I don't see what's wrong with him. I can't. I'm a psychologist. It's just he's just being Remy Malik. I can't stand it. He can't do anything outside of being Remy Malik.
Another good one is Ozark.
I gotta watch Ozark.
You never saw Ozark?
No, I know. I gotta watch Ozark.
Do you like Jason Bateman?
Yeah, I love Jason Bateman.
But did you ever see him in like that kind of show?
No,
too?
I saw him in Arrested Development, which is my favorite. Is my favorite show of all
But
time.
it's actually I like the fan theories. They say Ozark is is actually a sequel to.
Cat doesn't live far from Ozark.
It's really funny. Ozark is a really good show.
I know. I gotta watch that.
It's very entertaining.
I know. I've heard. I like. I will like really admit there's things.
I feel like when you watch the first episode of Ozark, you're gonna get immediately hooked. You're gonna be like, "Oh,
that's how
shit."
it was with like Twin Peaks,
Yeah.
like things like that, where it's
You're
just
like, "Oh fuck."
this isn't right. Like it's what's going on. I gotta find out.
Another thing is there's gonna be a new X-Files movie coming out.
I didn't really watch the X Files. I know. I would love it. I would like it a lot. I know.
No wonder why you're so big on The Wire. Because you didn't watch all the other shows.
No, that doesn't mean I'm big on The Wire because I didn't watch other shit. Wires, because The Wire is real life and The Wire is fucking perfect.
No, put it this way.
If you keep watching The Wire, you'd be like, oh my god, this is what I learned from where I was, and like I didn't realize other people understood the problems at this level and how they're unfixable.
Obama knew that. That's why The Wire was his favorite show.
Well, yeah, great job.
That's what Obama lived. He said he.
I know. I remember that. Yeah,
he was like, "Yo,
Nah,
The Wire's the
fuck
greatest."
you. The Wire's your favorite show. You fucking know exactly how to fix shit. You didn't.
But that was also his city.
Yeah,
oh wait, no, it
but
wasn't.
it's-
No.
yeah.
Obama was Chicago and not Baltimore.
Right. But the guy who, the creators of The Wire, one of them was New York City cop. He was never a Baltimore cop. So he just used, so like everything he learned and understood was really about New York City, and he just made Baltimore the main character instead for whatever reason, which I don't really understand. But
What
so
the
it's,
fuck
it's,
would Baltimore
so it's,
cops
it's
know
pre-
anyway?
It's prevalent, but like it, they understand the same. It's the same things.
Yeah.
So like it's just like because Baltimore's smaller, I guess.
Baltimore
so, like,
cops would compared to New York City cops would be like War Machine
So-
compared to Iron Man.
So
You know,
like,
it's
like exactly. So for example, like Farouk like asked me once, he's like, what like because my dad was a detective, and he was like, what'd your dad do? He's like, was your dad homicide or narcotics? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, your dad handled like one or the other. And I'm like, no. I'm like, Baltimore is a small city. Baltimore has 3 police precincts, and then they're divided between crimes. I'm like, no. My dad worked in the 6-2. My dad was detective squad. He did rape, murder, drugs, everything. That's not how that works. It's different.
Because you get it all at once in your district.
Right, because New York City is so big and so full of people.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, it's not like that.
It's not segmented by crime. It's segmented by district.
Right. So like Baltimore, like I feel like he did it because it was easier to address and go about things because it was smaller.
It's like those boys' houses deal with the murders. Those boys' houses deal with the
Yeah,
drugs.
he was like, your dad deal with murders or rapes? I'm like, my dad dealt with all of that shit. Like my dad, like, it's whatever you get. It's when it's your turn. It's your turn.
Dude, I would love to be a detective. Even doing the paperwork, I feel like I would have enjoyed it. You know?
Yeah. No, I get it. I feel the same way. Like I if I could like skip all the cop bullshit, I would do that. I would.
My favorite idea is like if I became a cop, it would have been so sick if I got to shoot like not a black guy, but like a college protester, like a white kid or some shit. You know, like
I want to shoot white kids.
It would be great to shoot.
It's a lot of paperwork.
Like if he's like, "Yo, I'm a communist. I want a death to America."
You don't want to shoot a white guy.
What if I shot him with a non-lethal round, like a rubber bullet?
What country is this?
America.
There's no non-lethal.
He's a college kid.
There's no non-lethal bullets.
He's throwing like Molotov.
But then you're not a cop. Then you're public safety or something.
And he's throwing Molotov cocktails at a bank.
You're not a cop. You're a public safety.
You're right. I can't defend corporations. I got to defend the people. But then, how do you defend the people without shooting the people who are destroying the community?
That's the trick.
The trick is I don't got to do nothing because
brother, that's the trick.
Because idiots like Kyle Rittenhouse will come up, you know, and they'll just shoot people for
me. What's his name? Who died last year?
A lot of people died.
No, fucking white kid. Conservatives love.
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah. He died.
Bro. if I went somewhere fully prepared with what I wanted to say and played off of people's like emotions and insecurities and I didn't get shot.
It's like Martin Luther King Jr.
Right, like Martin Luther King Jr.
He's like the white man's Martin Luther King Jr.
No, that's not. No.
He was. He really.
No, he was not. No.
Even the conservative Nazis were like, "Yo, he was the easy. He was the like the moderate version of us.
The
like,
martyr.
He was the easy. You guys have no idea what you did.
No, but he signed up to be the martyr. No, he's not the white man's Martin Luther King.
Yeah, he is.
What I can't stand is like
they were like, he's the best option. He was the gentle option. You know. Amongst the right, he was like bullied. He's like, yeah, like, you know, all the right wing were like, yeah, he was a retard, but he was bullied. A retard. Do you know what you did by killing him? You know?
Yeah, that's why you don't fucking kill people, because you make martyrs out of them. And when you make martyrs out of people, like their message isn't what it was, and like who they were, it wasn't what it was. It becomes bigger than life, and that's why like I don't want anyone to ever kill the people I don't like. I don't want anyone to ever actually murder Trump. I'm upset someone murdered Charlie Kirk because then they become bigger than life.
To be honest,
they become a legend, and that's
I didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was until after he died.
I barely. The people who fucking care about him or talk about him don't know who he was. My great aunt, my Aunt Mary's 91.
No, Charlie Kirk was such a brave young man.
she showed me a picture. She's like, you know who that is? And I'm like,
yeah,
because I was actually in Ireland when that happened.
I know who that is.
Yeah, I was like, no, Aunt Mary, who's that? And she's like, it's Charlie Kirk. He was murdered.
He's a hero.
I'm like, Aunt Mary, you see him on YouTube? Like, you fucking, like, she showed me on a flip phone. Like, Aunt Mary, you know what fucking YouTube is? He was
a hero.
Yeah, he was murdered. Like, all right, he was murdered. Same way, like, if I fucking, like, went around, like, talking shit to people, they didn't want to hear my shit, I was murdered. Doesn't matter what the shit was that they didn't want to hear. If you go to a place where we don't want to hear what you have to say,
so I was gonna go up.
That's not like, oh my god, how could this have happened? Of course it happened. I asked for it.
You saw a little bit of weed on the wrong block.
I asked for it.
What if like...
And what a fucking coward. He got a fucking wife and kid. Fuck him.
I don't know, his wife...
That was kidding me retarded.
Well, his wife is acting crazy.
Yeah, because she needs money. Could you imagine marrying a woman being like, "It's, you know, if I have to give my life to the cause, I'll give my life to the cause." What cause? What cause is this?
Yo, what if Elon Musk got assassinated? What do you think that would cause?
He's not
A guy that would get shot? Are you serious?
No, that's not what I'm saying. No. There's not. He wouldn't. He doesn't lend himself to one idea enough.
I know.
Is he? He's a. If I could like quantify him, he is a conservative extremist, but he's too extreme and too. It's too open.
Powerful?
No, it's who would get upset if you murdered Elon Musk? Who would get
the
upset?
world, shareholders,
No.
stockbrokers. Yes.
No, they wouldn't.
A lot of people would be upset.
No, he well, which company?
Tesla. You know how many Teslas are on the road right now? SpaceX. You know how many fucking satellites? There's also like the whole like orbital internet backbone that he's running. He runs a lot of shit right now. I think he's the Antichrist, to be honest. Like,
No.
I think he's actually.
Why would
legit.
people get upset? You could do you think stock in Tesla would drop or go
If
up?
he died?
Do you think it would drop or go up?
Either way, that's incentive.
I think it
to
would
kill
go.
him.
I think it would go up.
I'm saying either way, that's incentive to kill him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So imagine if
Now we're talking about a bunch of rich people being upset. There's no
It's actually incredible that no one killed him already.
why. It's not going to benefit you and me.
But it would benefit someone.
Yes, but it's too obvious that it would benefit them. That's why. they
So
don't
is that
do
the game? If you get that powerful, you just got to make yourself powerful enough where the people who would benefit from killing you are outnumbered by the people who wouldn't.
Yeah. The same way, like with Trump, like nobody in like any real power would kill him because
They tried.
He has too much good debt, and that would ruin certain financial.
I think there's a
institutions.
chance that shooting of Trump might have been staged. It was a little weird. It was some WWF shit, you know? I know you don't want to be a conspiracy theorist about it, but
I know I don't.
It's a really weird one.
It is weird because
No one talks about it anymore. Like
think about the people that did try to shoot him.
Yeah.
Two attempts, right?
real attempts.
Two real attempts.
But that attempt is the one he'll be remembered for. That attempt is the one where they're gonna put on like a $56 bill or something. You know,
Well,
like,
that's how, like, if that's what I mean. If that actually happened and someone did kill him, that's how you're fucking you get an airport named after you in fucking Panama City, Florida.
For sure.
Not by doing it yourself. Like that's what I don't want. I don't want anyone to kill him. It'd be terrible. And like the people that have like attempted to do so, their motives are not clear with people that you would think would want to kill him.
well, maybe there is no good reason to kill Trump.
There isn't. In my opinion, there isn't. I don't
Probably
want
isn't.
him to be murdered. I want him to die of natural causes one day. I do.
Preferably sooner than later.
No, I don't want J.D. Vance to be our president either.
Well, J.D. Vance's president would just be one of us as president. Like on super duper coke, married to a brown lady. You know, like
J.D. Vance would be me on coke.
yeah.
Yeah, getting I love brown women. Getting like with the hottest brown girl you
And
see in
he's
the
just
room.
like on top of the
and
world.
being, and just fucking like.
He just wears mascara on like national addresses.
Does
He's
he
like,
not wear a bunch of mascara? Like it's so like it's like Egyptian his mascara.
he's like, hey, I'm JD Vance.
Like,
my name
it's-
isn't even J. It doesn't begin with a J, but I call myself J. And my last name isn't even Vance.
What? What would you say? Fuck you. Like
Look at my mascara, bitch. I'm an Egyptian
He's
pharaoh.
like he has like Egyptian pharaoh mascara. Like it's here. Nah.
That's who Trump chose. So if Trump dies, that's who we get.
Exactly. I want Trump to die. J.D. Vance and if he
But
dies,
I already know the next.
Speaker of the House replaces him.
All right, so this may not be good news for everyone, but here's what's going to happen in the next presidential election. A Democrat is going to win. Women are going to get sluttier. They're going to get fun again. Rap music might actually make a comeback. And yeah, that's about it.
Perhaps not.
What?
Perhaps not. Let's we can call it here.
Yeah, we could call it here. Will it be Gavin Newsom? Will it be AOC? Who will it be?
It's not how that works. Same with what's his name, Lindsey Graham just died, and they're like his sister's gonna take his seat. It's like, no, that is not how America.
I mean,
works.
if a senator did come to power like that, it's our responsibility as Americans to like
stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
which everyone fucking forgets because we're so fucking caught up in left versus right.
Well, to
bullshit.
stop that kind of thing would involve like taking of innocent lives. And I don't want to do that.
It's not, it's not necessary.
How are you going to stop a senator sister from taking her late husband's senator seat?
There's legal ways.
Like how?
File injunctions, things like that.
There's
You don't have to kill. You don't have to kill people.
legal precedence in a nice suit. All right,
I look good in a nice suit.
and a legal precedent doesn't hurt either.
Anyway, next week let's work on passing the bar. We talked about this before.
Remember in
Dude,
1890,
let's work on passing the bar. I'm serious. Let's work.
Wade
on
versus Jones.
No, it's Roe v. Wade, and that's like the 40s, and that's not the same.
And we're going to show you why that law is obsolete.
That's not.
Oh wait, no, we're going to show you why that law is airtight. Wait, which side are we on with Roe versus Wade? Whatever you pay me for, I'll fight for it.
Nah, that's a good lawyer.
Yeah, like I don't care about like morality. I just want to fight for the client. Whoever I give my loyalty to as a lawyer, that's who I'm gonna fight to the ends of the earth.
That's good lawyering.
Well, it's samurai shit, you know.
I agree. No, I got no problem. I got no problem with lawyers.
Yeah. Anyway, with that, all I'm gonna say is follow through with your commitments, everybody. Even if that means.
And one day maybe we'll see the lost second quarter of the podcast.
And also, Messi is retiring.
No, Messi's still going to play for Miami. He's just not playing. He's never going to play in the Cup again. He'll retire before that. So will Ronaldo.
Oh, there is one thing I want to cover. By the way, guys, listen. I know some of you heard, all you locals in New York City heard about Mamdani's discount grocery store. All right? I want you to ask yourselves, how does that work? Who pays for it?
You want me to answer that?
Well, I went there, and all I
It's
saw.
not open yet. We mean you went.
All
there.
I saw were Takis.
Yeah.
That's all they had there. Takis. What were you gonna say? How do they pay for it?
Oh, that was actually to answer your question.
How do they pay for all the Takis?
Well, I can't say they pay for the Takis.
But seriously, how does Mamdani pay for like 30% off everything grocery store? He gets a contract, right?
So what's going to happen, the way that's going to work is obviously...
There's only 7 of them in the city, apparently.
Correct. And they'll be in certain areas. They'll have a limited stock. And whoever they buy their product from, they won't buy that for whatever how much percentage is going to be off. Let's say it's 20-30% off. Like, he's not going to go to Procter & Gamble.
No, they're going to pay regular prices.
They're going to pay regular prices. And then the fact that they're not trying to make a profit and they're not paying the workers out of profit, like they can mark it down 30%, or 20-30%, whatever the fuck it is. But then there is a limit. Like once you run out, you run out. That's it. So other small businesses or fucking millionaires and billionaires who are like, he's gonna ruin everything. He's not, because the fucking the conglomerates that you buy your shit from are not going to give him lower prices. They're going to give him a set of, just the same way they give it to you. Like fucking, I know who buys for Gristedes. I know who buys for Food Town. I know who buys for Fine Fare, Key Food.
Seatown.
I know their buyers.
Western Beef.
I know their buyers.
Yeah.
I know what they pay for shit. They pay this much less than I do.
Yeah.
I know what their margins are. They're not going to go, sure, we'll give you even more of our product for even less and cut everybody else out. It's not going to fucking work. It's the same way when they go to Key Food, hey, you want a good deal on Domino's sugar? All right, you know what? We'll give you 40% under list price. And just you. But you got to buy 5 trucks. That's 1 month. That's not forever. That's not the rest of the year. That's not how that shit works. So the owner and buyer Gristedes saying that shit is retarded because he knows what the fuck knows what he's talking about.
So so the whole thing is just a wash. Like there really is no 30% off grocery store.
No, and like it's again, he'll do that, and like it will be 30%.
But ultimately,
it'll be 30% off. It'll amount to nothing. It won't make that big of a dent the way people think it will be, because he won't have. They won't be restocking constantly. It won't be like the things they're talking about are things like eggs and milk. which are not things that bodegas are competing on. Those are things that like places like Sam's Club in Jersey and BJ's in Staten Island and Jersey and Amazon are working on. They're buying eggs locally from New York and charging $3.50 to $4 a dozen. That's what they're competing on, or milk or half and half. That's what they're competing on. That's what's going to be 30% less.
But it could work because it's local. It's not like name brand products at that point.
No, and like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not gonna like people who live directly in the area. Like if they get up early enough in the morning and get there first, they'll reap those benefits. I'm not gonna fucking travel from where I'm from, go all the way there and expect to get that shit at the time I arrive there at. People buy from bodegas and discount stores out of convenience. It's not because they wake up at fucking 4 or 5 in the morning.
Like going to like ShopRite.
Yeah, they don't do that. They fucking work all fucking day. On the way home, they stop at the fucking bodega.
Cheese.
Yeah, they get a chopped cheese and go, fuck, what's a quart of milk? $4.50. $4.50? Oh, fuck, I'm on the way home. There's other places I fucking paid $2 for half. I paid $2 for a quart of half.
There's no ShopRite on the way way to your commute.
Because when you're on the way home and you're working all day, you don't have time to think about that.
You just took the subway.
Yeah,
and maybe a bus.
Yeah, it's bullshit. The guy that owns Christie's is like, I'm gonna take jobs elsewhere. No, you're fucking not, because fucking you'll never get the fucking traffic you get here anywhere else.
Sure.
You know how the fucking market works.
Yep.
Bullshit.
You know exactly the people that walk in.
Do I love his idea, that thing? I don't love it. I don't think it's gonna fix anything necessarily. Will it help certain people? Yeah,
Probably.
sure. And I have no problem with that.
It's a gimmick.
It's a gimmick, 100%. It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick on like the socialist supermarkets, and that's what people are like calling out on. It's a gimmick, and that's fine. At least he's doing something. Where fucking Eric Adams is like, I hate rats. We're gonna make a third fucking alternative to trash.
What I like about Eric Adams was that like during like a Muslim
how he
parade,
had no acceptance.
I like how during a Muslim parade he would dress up as like the whole like but then during like a Jewish parade he would dress up in like a menorah robe. I think his whole thing was he just wanted to be mayor so he could go to these events and dress up as some like whacked out.
He was just trying to chill.
He was trying, he just wanted to dress up and chill. Like Chinese festival, he would dress up in a cheap howl.
Which I would do.
Yeah. He's just like, yo, I'm in this spirit.
Yeah,
of shit.
I would do the same thing. Yeah.
Every single thing, Jamaican, Puerto Rican, he just dresses up.
Yeah.
He was the best mayor. He was awesome, dude.
I liked him. I didn't vote for him because at the first time I liked him.
Well, Siwa was the best choice, honestly. Sliwa, he was the best.
I like Siwa.
The guardian angel.
I like Siwa a lot.
That gangsta motherfucker.
He's been running forever, but this time I was like, I really do like this
He's a
guy.
gangsta motherfucker.
But also it's because he knew he was gonna lose. So like, he's like, why? Like, I'll just agree with every popular idea.
Also, it was really funny when Mamdani got exposed on Twitter, where he was trying to like do like a plate like 100 pounds and he couldn't like lift it. And then like,
I didn't see that. I think I heard about that.
And then Mayor Adams comes like, I could do 2 plates. And he's just like doing it effortlessly. He's like,
this is enough for you?
Yeah, I'm not weak like Mamdani. I was like, damn, that's a good one though.
You ever watch his videos of him getting up in the morning?
Adams? Yeah.
He's like, this is how I spend my morning. He gets up, he wakes up, and it's like 1 hour later, brushing his teeth. 1 hour later, he's fucking waffles.
He's like shuffling around. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like she's like schlepping around like a chill black guy. He's like, yo,
exactly.
What up?
And he started appealing to that because that's all he had left was to be real, which I respect.
He's like 6 a.m. He's like, yo, I'm mayor. Here's what I do. He turns on Jay-Z and he goes right back to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, remember when those honkies were mayor? I wouldn't want to be those honkies.
It just goes right back to sleep. And then he wakes up at 3 p.m. He pours himself like cinnamon toast crunch.
I swear to God. I swear to God, it's exactly what it is.
He's like, yo, it's the life of mayor, baby.
Yeah.
You know?
You want this to end?
Gangsta.
Let's call this.
All right. Anyway, good night, folks. I hope you visit New York City, and I hope you don't come across these fucking Mamdani discounted grocery stores unless you really
email us first.
Yeah. Get that cereal, baby. Eat that sandwich. Good night. Saturday Night Live.